Well. Oh, well, welcome everybody to Adaptability Boxing Podcast, open lines edition for everybody. That means everybody makes it in, everybody can get in here. We're going to be posting the link in the chat within a couple of minutes, but let me prevaricate here first for just a minute, if you will. Before we go on with the fun here, let's get the business out of the way. You guys know the drill. If you want to drop a couple of shekels our way, you're certainly welcome to do so with the super chat feature. It's always better to join the membership program. That way you get more bang for your buck. But the most important thing is that you continue to like, you subscribe, and you spread that BDA gospel, all right? You can also go to Patreon. We just posted a Zayas versus Ennis sort of compendium on the official page here on YouTube, just giving people a thought about who Zayas is, a little bit of a brief overview, and then on Patreon for free, there's some good film analysis there that you can go check out. Also, speaking of Zayas versus Ennis and film analysis, film studies, whatever you want to call it, Official Scorecard Boxing, aka Steph K Boxing, is gonna start dropping his own fantastic film studies. He really goes in depth and he slows it down a way more to really get down to the minutia. So I'm gonna look for his channel because I forgot what the exact name, but he says he's gonna be dropping some more vids. So I suggest everybody goes check them out. And again, I'm gonna look for the link right now, and I'm gonna post a little bit of a showing here. I'm gonna show you his page on the screen. What else we got here? So yeah, again, like I said, open lines, everybody can jump on. So shout out to everybody out there. And let's get right down to it here. Because I don't know how much time we've got, but we're going to try to make as much time as we can for everybody out there. We've got big fights coming up tomorrow, a big event via Netflix. We've got Tyson Fury versus Arslanbek Makhmudov, who is a Russian, looks like a caveman. Actually, hold on a second. Let me start sharing my screen here with the people on the Discord. And I see Butcho's there. Butcho, if you could please post the link, not only of the stream on our Discord, but also the invite to let people know that they can jump in here on the VC and that we are indeed here. And I'm going to post it on the chat, in the meantime. So here we go. Make sure to jump in. Is it even showing? What the hell? Yeah, there we go. It is showing right there. And yes, let me put it up on the screen here. We've got, like I said, Tyson Fury taking on Arslanbek Makhmudov. Tyson Fury at this point is 37, and I understand that nowadays, well, for a long time rather, it's always been that way, heavyweights tend to age better than most fighters. They get a little bit more shelf life to them. However, Tyson Fury is the type of guy who relies, or used to rely, on his reflexes. His size, his reflexes, his length. In the last couple of times we saw him, he's sort of been a bit more reliant on his size. I'm talking about against Ngannou, for example. But again, it seemed like he didn't train for Ngannou. It seemed like he didn't take him seriously. And then when he fought Usyk in 2024 the first time, he seemed sharp. But he just couldn't keep up with Usyk, stamina-wise. And in the rematch, he decided to show up bigger. And we all assume, well, it's because he's going to try to out-wrestle him or whatever. He didn't even try that. Or maybe he couldn't do it from the get-go. He understood. I don't know. But it's very weird to try to find out where he's at right now, or to try to even just wonder and speculate where he's at. And even before the press conference, he had this to say. Check this out.
By the time the fight comes around on Saturday, I'll have been out the ring 16 months, and that 37-year-old, 16 months is a long time. So I have a little bit of stuff to do and to think about in my own mind and see how I am. You know, after watching Deontay and Chisora the other night fight, it was hard to watch for me. It was sad. It was heartbreaking, and I'd never seen two men slide as much as them two in my life. And I'm thinking, am I fucking next? Is this me? So I said to the boys, if I'm even 10% as bad as those guys in my fight, take me out to the field and shoot me.
So you heard it there from the man himself, the man who's always showing you or trying to show you that he's unbeatable, unbreakable. I mean, the only time he's really been open about some of his issues was during the so-called good time that he had between his retirement, his first retirement, because he's retired a couple of times. Now he's saying, like most old fighters, he starts thinking, am I next to get old overnight or to really start showing signs? By the way, I like is that the jersey? Which jersey is that? The Mexican jersey there. Is that the newest one or is that the last one that they released?
Yeah, it's the new one.
It's the new one. There you go. Well, and what's the alternative kit? Is it white, black, or?
White.
There you go, white. Just like the old days. Remember, it was always white, and then they turned for a while. It turned into red and then black. Yeah, I like the
orange.
I like the red, man. I don't know why. But anyway, what do you guys think about the Tyson Fury? They even brought it up in the press conference, like, "Oh, I'm people tell me, I don't got legs anymore. I'm gonna show you." What do you guys think? Is Tyson Fury gonna put on a show tomorrow, or is it gonna be a clinch fest? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I don't know. One thing I've seen, I noticed about Tyson Fury is when he's taking a bullshit fight, that's when he gets all gay. And he starts trying to make out with his opponent and like gets flirty with them. Tries to hug him. You know what I'm saying? And you see how he was messing around with what's his name?
Makhmudov.
Yeah, and he picked him up. You know what I'm saying? Like they're very friendly. And that's what he does when I don't know, when it's a bullshit fight. That's how I take it.
Yeah, what was that about? I only saw the photographs and I'm putting them up here. What was there a like, look at this, what's going on here? And look at this bodyguard staring at Fury's ass. Like, what's that about? He's staring right into his asshole.
He's about to smack it.
But what? Okay, so what do you guys think? We got Phase Without, that's Sobers. We got Jerson. We got Boxing with Frank Gay. And we got Buchu as well. What do you guys think? Are you guys looking forward to tomorrow's event live on Netflix for free?
I think it's going to be a quick knockout, maximum 6 rounds.
Whoa.
Maximum.
Interesting.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a knockout.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect, to be honest. I think Fury can knock him out, but I don't think he will. I think he's going to play it safe. Just move around, circle around, and in his mind, in Fury's mind, he's going to be, right now I'm going to move and stick and move. Eventually, something's going to land. And then he's going to realize that nothing's going to land. And he won't take any chances. And then he's going to go 12 rounds. He's going to say, he was a tough cookie. He was a tough fighter, He's going to start praising the guy. But at the end of the day, we're expecting Fury to knock out this guy.
Coming back from over a year layoff, no activity. I didn't even spar 2 weeks into the fight, until training. Yeah, he's going but that's the thing, though. He's already said, and I think Makhmudov said the same thing. No excuses. Everything's going great. No injuries. Blah blah blah. So I don't think that's ever stopped them from coming up with excuses, or at least Fury. Because I remember Fury in the build up to the Ngannou fight was saying he was feeling great. Blah blah blah. And then it turns out, I didn't train. I didn't have time.
Best training camp of my life.
Exactly. Yeah. And then after the fight, what other man can come back from over a year layoff and win a fight with one hand or something like that, right? That's what he's going to say.
Training in my living room like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
in my underwear, in my favorite pea stained underwear.
Okay.
But,
I'm 37
I
years
had dry
old.
comb in my underwears every day.
Oh man! I mean,
you know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say, "I'm 37 years old. Nobody gave me a chance. I'm here. I'm still here." Like he's defying the whole establishment. And
at 37 years old, 350 pounds of grease. I only had 2 lines of cocaine. Can you believe that?
Exactly. Yeah, just 2 lines.
All this praise. He has to knock him out. He has to knock him out.
Can you see my body? Only 2 lines? That's outrageous.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, though. We're talking about Fury going up against someone who went the distance with Dave Allen.
Right.
Yeah.
Or not Dave Allen, White Rhino. Is that his name, Dave Allen?
David Allen, yes.
Yeah.
He's also called the White Rhino, yeah.
Sounds like a gas station.
Who goes the distance with him? We had the Cuban Fossil knock him out quickly.
Yeah, I don't think Tyson Fury's going to knock him out. I think Tyson Fury struggles with guys his size. Those are the ones who give him the hardest fight.
True.
And I don't see him knocking out Makhmudov. I see them kind of doing what he's gonna be playing around in there. He's just gonna be playing keep away and try not to take any damage. He's gonna get the nod because he knows he's gonna get the nod. From what I've seen on Netflix, all these fights on Netflix it's exactly what it is. It's Netflix. It's a show. It's manufactured. There's already it's like WWE. There's the conclusions already there's already predetermined for a conclusion. There's already a predetermined conclusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we already know who's gonna win. It's gonna be Tyson Fury, no matter what. The only thing that would stop this is like if some dude came in from the ceiling with one of those fans, like when it was like in the '90s. Remember the fight? Who was it?
Fan Man.
It was Bo in Holyfield.
Yeah, the second
Yeah,
one.
the Fan Man. That's the only thing that could happen, right? If your Fan Man comes in and then the blade catch Tyson Fury's head and like decapitate him, that's the only way he's losing this fight. You know, they've already decided who's gonna win. And look, Netflix could make a fight with Deontay Wilder, a fourth fight, or they could do the Joshua, or like even Usyk is saying he wants to fight him again. There's too much money in that guy to lose, just like we've seen against with Deontay Wilder and the other one, just Torrez. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be an entertaining fight. No fights on Netflix have been good, and the best fights on Netflix have been Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. You know, so
I would say
I don't expect anything, huh?
I would say Lester Martinez versus Christian and Billy was a better fight.
Yeah, you're right. The undercard.
Hey,
Well,
guys,
the views say otherwise. The most viewed fight in Netflix history was Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be a bullshit safe fight for Tyson Fury, and we'll see what happens next. I don't think he's gonna hurt this guy.
By the way,
Guys,
before we continue, real quick, sorry, Gypsy, please, before we continue here, real quick, shout out to Jin Ryu 33, shout out to Jin Ryu Jr. 33 for his contribution with the super chat. He says, "Salud BDA and Bucho. Hope everyone is doing well. I have to run to take care of business, but I will catch the show when I get back. Some shekels for some prime USDA certified nalgas. Oh, only the best for BDA. Salud. Well, there you go. Yes, the nalgas. I mean, listen, I don't need no money for nalgas. However, I do need money for protection from said nalgas. So shout out to you, Jin Ryu. Really appreciate your contribution, and hopefully you take care of business. I'm not going to get into your business the way I get into nalgas, but shout out to you, man. Thank you, and hopefully you take care of that business. And shout out to everybody out there for joining us. It's Open Lines Friday. Yes, indeed. Open Lines Friday, old school. And by the way, sorry, Gypsy, before we continue, people gotta listen. When we say we're gonna start at 7:30, okay, it might be 7:29, might be 7:31, but we're gonna be there, all right? Because people start rushing me. I don't know if you saw. I don't know which one of you left this message here. Check this out.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood.
It's like, no, man, we start at the time that it says. And then check this out.
Now, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
Why does he have those?
I mean, come on, guys. 7:30. If it says 7:30, 7:30, right? Please.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are those eyebrows fake? Are those Ben Shapiro eyebrows like were they stuck on him? Were they stickers or what?
Those are the Ben Shapiro eyebrows, man. Look at that.
It sounds like Donald Trump trying to open up the Strait of Hormuz.
Open the strait. Open the fucking strait.
All right, Gypsy, go ahead, man. You earned it. Go ahead, man.
I'm just going to say that round 6 KO for both guys, Conor Benn and for Tyson Fury. Both the guys they're fighting, they're, one is past, Prograis is past his prime. He's got 2 left feet. And Makhmudov isn't past his prime, but he still has 2 left feet. And he's gonna try to catch him. He's not gonna be able to. He's gonna get battered. It's gonna be similar to like a Chisora affair with Tyson Fury until he hits him enough times where he stops him. But I think he also got a chin issue. He's got something like that. He's got a chin issue as well. He's got a chin problem too because he got hit by the Italian guy, and the Italian guy doesn't really have much to offer power, and he was on Bambi legs. So that's why I'm saying 6 rounds. Huh?
Vianello? Guido Vianello?
Yeah, Vianello. Yeah, I can't even pronounce his name that well. Vianello.
Just call him Guido, man.
Yeah, the Guido.
Guido, yeah, he doesn't really possess much pop, and he fucking got him hurt too. And I think he lost that fight, right? I think he lost that one too.
Well, it does beg the question here, Gypsy, because you are a Fury fan, but you're a realistic Fury fan. You think that Aitama beats him. So my question here is, let's say Fury wins this one. Because, I mean, okay, first of all, would you agree that you never know? We're in that level now. We're in that zone now where we start asking which Fury is going to show up?
Oh, I think he'll be good this one, but it's what you got to worry about is punch resistance, like everybody else, when they get older. Mm-hmm. And Maybe that's the question. Is his punch resistance like really good or not? We don't know. Is it because he took a year off? That could be good for your punch resistance because if you got it been dropped once, you got a few brain cells that have been
All right,
bruised up.
Gypsy.
Might take
Are
a
you gonna
while to get
criticize? Are you
back.
gonna criticize Tyson Fury if he stinks out the joint?
Oh yeah, I would. I have no problem with that. But he's an old dude. I just say yeah, he's just an old guy.
Oh, okay. So it's acceptable.
I know it's not
Yeah,
acceptable.
that's what you're
I'll
saying.
still
You're saying
criticize him.
you just made up an excuse already.
Oh, come on.
I
Well, I
mean, he is
mean,
old. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, he got wrinkle on his belly and his head at the same time.
I mean,
Double.
he has a stationary target in front of him. I mean, yeah, I know Makhmudov, he hits hard, but come on, this is Tyson Fury, right? The legend.
Yeah, I
The
think that
myth,
he
the
beats
legend.
him. He beats him and then he loses. Yeah.
Ugh.
He beats him and then yeah.
Tyson Fury's back looks like a big ass raisin right now. It's just gross.
Oh, right. He's a fucking raisin, but it's not about the looks. It's what you can do. That's what matters. I mean, Andy Ruiz wasn't too much of a sexy looking fella, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
But
Andy Ruiz is old and he's not shit now because he's a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? So
I hope he comes back though, man. That fool got to fight somebody.
pretty sure he's gonna
I'm
find.
a
If he hasn't signed with Zuffa, he will very soon. They just signed. I think they got Jared Anderson. I think they got Edgar Bernalgas. And who's the other one?
Hitchins, right?
Hitchins. Is that who? Yeah, they signed two guys at the same time. Hitchinson and Bernalgas.
And we're
Quite
gonna
a roster they're building.
yeah, we're gonna get to Hitchins too, by the way, because I mean it's quite coincidental. I don't know. Listen, I've said it before on Second Renaissance that I'm starting to
Hitchins.
disbelieve coincidences exist, but I mean I could give him the benefit of the doubt, but we're gonna get to that. So are most people then in agreement that Fury beats Makhmudov tomorrow, or should I ask, are you gonna be surprised if Fury ends up struggling with this dude and it turns into a clinch fest?
No, the Fury's victory is a foregone conclusion, but how he gets there is up to I guess up to speculation. I think he's gonna be boring as fuck and just be dancing around, shaking his ass. You know what I mean? Like just doing his thing. And Arslan Black is gonna be like a big caveman. He's an oaf. He's gonna be following him around, getting jabbed in the face, not doing much. You know what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury's gonna be okay with doing that to him, or he'll just do like a 1-2 and then like turn him around. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyson Fury's gonna have fun. He's gonna be playing around in there, or unless he's completely shot, and then he'll have a hard fight.
Well, my fear, I was gonna call you Fury. My fear here, Sobers, is that this whole bear hug thing that we just saw, and I'm gonna put it back up here, is sort of them letting us know it's predictive programming, right? They're letting you know this is what you're gonna get, so therefore you can't complain afterwards because you didn't do anything about it beforehand. You know what I mean? Like that predictive process. So, because why would he grab him like this? What's the point? Was he trying to sort of like one up him and say, "Hey, listen"? Because guys do that in competition. They grab each other by the arm to see how strong the other guy is, or if he feels solid or whatever. They do that in other places too in San Francisco, by the way. Except they grab something else.
Were you hoping to see him kiss him, BDA?
Well, first of all, Miklo, I was certainly not hoping that was going to happen. But I will say this, man, it almost happened against my best wishes.
Almost. Hey, Alexander Usyk did the same exact thing, by the way. He did it before they had a press conference, or he picked them up. He did the same thing. They looked at each other and he just grabbed them from the same position. It's just a form of like trying to assert your masculinity over the other guy in Russian style.
Right. Grabbing, yeah. So he grabbed, what's his name? Rhino. What's that one boxer? He grabbed his crotch. Yeah, he grabbed his crotch, and then I think he kissed him as well. No? He kissed on some other dude.
Yeah, he's molesting them.
Yeah. So
anyway, back to the topic though. I would say, as far as who is going to win at the weekend, the problem with Tyson Fury is that as a heavyweight, he's one of the most skilled heavyweights out there. I'm the complete opposite of a fan because this is a person with no rectitude whatsoever. Clearly, an individual of bad character who is a cheat. He has been caught cheating. And from the antics of John Fury, he brings the sport into disrepute. That aside, the fact of the matter is that skill-wise, he's one of the most skilled boxers in the game today, especially as somebody of his weight. The thing that will slow him down is premature aging due to putting on weight constantly and having to cut that. That slows the body down over time. You see a lot of boxers who were very big, etc., and at the tail end of their career, they lose a lot of the ability that they once had. An example of that is Ricky Hatton. Roy Jones is an extreme because when he came down in weight, he lost a lot of muscle as well. Tyson Fury probably doesn't have that issue, but it's not healthy to be losing 20, 30, 40 pounds constantly. But I don't think Makhmudov is as good a boxer as Fury, although he's big and he's powerful, and that may give him an edge. The last thing I'll say is that when you've seen Fury up against people who are his height or basically as tall as him, such as Francis Ngannou, he struggles. He struggles because he's used to fighting people shorter than him. That is the true key and the thing that may give Makhmudov an advantage over Tyson Fury's previous opponent.
Did you guys notice that Lion Legal did exactly what Makhmudov did to Fury here, was flexing? The same thing. He came in here, is like, all right, let's get back on top. It's not like the school teacher going into class and clapping, saying, back in action class, back to the, keep your eyes on the drawing board here. Same thing with Lion Legal. I like it. But I mean, yeah.
He just walked in, sat at his chair and shuffled some papers and say, okay, this is what we're talking about.
Exactly.
No nonsense.
No nonsense. Exactly. No nonsense. Exactly. That's what it is. Bright in the morning, Monday morning. No fun.
Aquí no se habla mierda.
He grabbed that pencil sharpener and
strictly missionary for this guy. Strictly missionary. You can tell.
Whoa.
I mean, here's the thing though. Even though Makhmudov is like around the same size, and Fury is like quote unquote skill, but I don't really think Fury has it anymore. I don't really think so. I think he has too much money. No, because I mean, here's the thing though. I think he's been like, he got a lot of money the last 5 years, man. I think he got a little bit too comfortable, because the thing is, if something that told me that I don't think he had much was the last Usyk fight, because he was barely trying, and that's like, I think like after he lost like that first Usyk fight, with that split decision, I think that took everything out of him. The second one, you can tell he was barely trying, he was just, going through the jobs. And now I think, this is not like a climatic fight. I don't really think he's motivated like that. Makhmudov can catch him cold. I'm not saying Makhmudov is going to win, but it's a high possibility that Makhmudov catches ass cold, and everybody knows that Fury has not a shin problem, but he has terrible balance.
Gyps
and Makhmudov is a wild card.
I'm getting triggered already, bro.
The thing about Fury is like, if you swing wild, believe it or not, there's a high probability that you're gonna catch his ass. Wallin did it, Cunningham did it, and most of the guys like that were smaller did it, knocked them down. And Wilder, it's not like that crazy good boxer or anything like that,
Now, Fury looks happy. He looks in shape, and apparently he's been in Thailand for a long time now, away from the family. And he said jokingly, "I hope it wasn't because of that I feel great." And I was like, "That's kind of weird."
Yeah, but in all training camps, they all say the same shit. I feel great.
No, but he does look happy now. Acting happy is one thing, and then we have to see when he steps into the ring.
He's a happy.
I think he's going to be different, but what kind of difference we're going to see, that's a different story. But the thing is, in Thailand, if you got a different outlook when you train, you have a different type of training, because I'm pretty sure whatever he's doing in Thailand is way different than anything else he's ever done before. It's because of the guys that I heard he has got some gurus and shit for like mental stuff that he does over there. And it's nothing to do with... And his second fight was just, he approached the second fight coming in heavy. He did better, but in different ways. Not
Gypsy, can I just ask you something? Where do you get your pop store psychology? It's just really interesting. It's like,
I look at people. It's called YouTube, bro, or YouTube.
It's a genetic defect, bro.
I mean, do you look for anything to convince yourself, like, okay, he still got it? Like, it's just crazy. You guys are nuts.
I know, but when you miss like 4 punches and you get hit with an uppercut, that makes me believe you got something. You know what I mean?
Well, listen,
that's what I'm talking about.
A happy Fury might be a dangerous. Yeah, a happy Fury might be a dangerous Fury.
I was going to say the new outlook of Thailand.
Yeah, but I think
view of the fight.
I think Fury. I think he just had that. I think he just looked mellow. Like that old man mellowness. Like when you get like in your like late 30s, early 40s, you start getting mellow. I think that's what it is, man. In Thailand, it's just it's not really like great for box. I mean, it's great for like the weather and shit, I guess. Even though mostly it's like multi
But,
cultures and
but
things
can't
like
you get
that.
that weather in Florida or even, why do you got to get all the way to Thailand? That's the
Yeah,
weird thing to
what
I
me.
was
mean,
he
I
doing
don't
in
gonna judge
Thailand?
where he
What was he
goes.
doing
Look,
there?
Alexander Usyk goes to Portugal. That's his favorite spot. He's found the spot. He
I
goes
mean,
to
listen, man.
Portugal. He doesn't go
Well,
anywhere
I
else.
think he's
It's
looking
only
for
That's
it's.
his
another
thing.
type of spot, if you know what I mean. Going over there in
I
Thailand.
think.
I hate to cast
You
aspersions,
are you
but
saying he's linking up with Gonzalo BDH?
Or
okay,
probably,
why you got
yeah,
to
they
throw
probably
Gonzalo
thought
under the
he
bus,
was
man?
going to
You're not supposed to say
Gonzalo
that,
and
man.
I don't know.
Gonzalo and
I
Fury
don't
are
know
two
what's.
different
I don't
things.
know what's going on.
Sorry, Gonzalo.
All I'm trying to say is Tyson Fury. They were even making fun of it during the press conference. Like he says, "I'm coming out of retirement," yeah, and then they go, "Well, I don't think we should call him retirements anymore." The moderators. And it's true. How many times has he been retired? So yeah, look, he's not
It's a
retired,
joke.
but yeah, look, at this point, a happy Fury might be a dangerous Fury. That's the thing. So we'll see what happens if he puts on a demolition job tomorrow. Then we're gonna. I think we're gonna have more to say
Oh,
after the fight than right now, because right now it's all speculative. Is it depends on which Fury
oh, but
shows
if he
up.
knocks him out,
But
like
then
he devastating in a devastating
He will
fashion.
he will put on a clinic. He will beat him up and stop him in 6. This guy is not a high level.
I've learned
He's
not
not
to
Fabio. He's not
Gypsy.
a
I've
high level.
learned not to doubt Tyson Fury because when I thought Dylan White was going to give him some trouble, he made it look easy. Now, granted, though, however, he did clinch a lot, which it's my pet peeve. But in the heavyweight division, they tend to get more slack than in any other division. And then I thought that it was going to be a clinch fest against Usyk, and it turned out it wasn't a clinch fest. It was as clean a fight as we can get between those two for the Undisputed Championship. And he actually did very well for the first 6 rounds to the point where a lot of people were saying, "Ah, man, Usyk got old overnight." That's what some people were saying during the fight. And then, of course, Usyk took over, and whatever happened there. But the point is,
I
Yeah,
mean, also,
his fat ass
also,
should not. His fat ass should not fucking go binge eating after he wins this, because if he does, he's just not going to progress.
mhm.
Even if he's
also,
fighting.
you don't want to clinch against like that particular school of boxing that the Lomachenko's and that's Soviet style is the worst to like clinch because what they do is like they scratch your face with the laces when you clinch. They scratch they fuck your face all up, and you feel the burn from the scratches, and when you get punched, it feels like hell plus the sweat. Like, damn, man,
Well, it sounds like
you're not
that's
trying
what
to clinch with these motherfuckers.
sounds like what he went. Maybe that's why he went to Thailand to fuck. But anyway, look, the point is this,
Hey,
man.
listen, BDA. There is only a few countries you can replicate what Tyson did, if you know what I mean.
Now, well, I mean, listen, I mean, I'm not going to get into particulars here, but there's a lot of hubs out there that they like to link up in. But I'll say, look, this is Makhmudov wrestling a bear, by the way. That's what they were referencing in the press conference. Also in the press conference, because again, we'll have more to say about Tyson Fury after the fight. In this press conference too, Conor Benn is going to be fighting Regis Prograis, and people are already speculating that Regis Prograis is all crippled up going into this fight. Now they asked Conor Benn one question, and this guy went into a diatribe about family and what it's like to be a man and what does it take to be a man. It's like what he was going on. People, I'm starting to think maybe Eddie Hearn is right. I think when Conor Benn enters that ring tomorrow, people are gonna boo him. Now, if Regis Prograis is indeed crippled up, one thing I will say about Regis Prograis, the guys who have managed to beat him are guys that move. Like, well, Zorrilla didn't beat him, but he might as well have, even though he didn't get the decision. Haney is a bit of a mover. And of course, what's the other guy? Jack Catterall is a counterpuncher. So the guys that tend to beat Prograis, the guys who can actually stay out of the range of his power, Conor Benn is going to be jumping into his power. So is there a chance, or is that the best chance Prograis has, that maybe he still has some pop on his left hand and he manages to catch Conor Benn going in there?
Absolutely. You see, the problem is that Conor Benn is not a great fighter at all. People think that simply because he beat Eubank that he's somehow fantastic, etc. Eubank took a rehydration clause because he is with a promotional company that is somehow disreputable and lacks foresight. How can you let a premier star on your company accept a rehydration clause not once but twice at the ripe old age of 36 years old? Of course, Eubank was likely to use under those circumstances. Apart from that, who else? What elite fighter? Name one who Conor Benn has beaten. He's not beaten anybody, and he never will. This guy is not a good fighter at all. At all. And Prograis has more experience. Prograis is better in that sense. The only issue is the weight. The fact that Conor Benn is coming down, so much so that he's not even coming down to 147. He had to come down to 150, and he still looks drained. Because he spent about 3-4 years at a higher weight. So Conor Benn is, in my opinion, not going to have it as easy as people think tomorrow. And if he faces any serious competition, he'll be finished. Now, he's saying that he'll face Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia will knock him out.
Whoa!
Clearly, anybody else will.
Damn.
Would you say that? Would you say that Conor Benn is a person of perfidious character? Would you be willing to go as far as stating that on the record?
Is a what? Sir?
Would you say that he's a person of perfidious character?
I think that the mendacity of his character shows with a lot
Smarty-arties.
of
Holy shit. Let me get my dictionary.
We thought he was bringing big words, man.
All right.
I was trying to Google that, but by the time he answered, but I couldn't Google it in time.
Well, now listen. I mean, a lot of people seem to dislike Conor Benn, and it's interesting that.
Why is that? I mean, I know he's an asshole. Is it because of the Eddie Hearn shit?
It appears to be, which is. I think this is the first time that people side with the promoter against the fighter. It's like a man bites dog type of story.
Oh, wait,
I can tell you why they dislike.
I don't like Conor Benn.
And tell us who does the UK like Conor Benn or not?
Okay, I'll tell you why they don't like him. Because it started when he failed the drug test initially.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, there was an outpouring of complete disdain and contempt for him. Another issue, which I'm sure a lot of people share, is the fact that he has clearly an irascible temperament and he doesn't appear to be entirely stable. He's always upset, he takes things personally, and he creates a very negative atmosphere by his cantankerous and difficult personality, so much so that he's constantly engaging in diatribes. And he's not a happy-go-lucky character. If you look at just entertainment in general, the thing which makes a lot of stars likable is the fact that they seem happy-go-lucky, and even if they're angry, they do it in a playful way, such as Conor McGregor. Conor Benn instead does it in a way that shows that he may be truly angry, and that turns a lot of people.
Now, those are some quite defamatory.
I was the first one.
Yes.
I was the first one to make a really hate on this dude when he popped dirty with the dehydration on top of that, and he was possibly pregnant because he ate too much eggs. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. But yeah, the thing is now people are seeing who he is. I pretty much shit on this dude. I never liked his face. I never liked anything about that guy, but Conor Benn will beat Prograis. He will knock him out because Prograis also has chin issues, and he's coming off. I think he's coming off a loss, and he might be coming off a loss. It doesn't really matter. But
coming off a couple of losses.
Yeah, he's not. He's done. If it was like Prograis of back then when, he was still a champion, okay, maybe. But this Prograis, no, it's easy pickings, and they get, it's an easy win for Conor Benn, even though Conor knocked out almost a dead man, or I should say beaten a dead man. He didn't knock him out. But I don't see the leg movements and everything that Conor Benn has to offer, and, his shot selection. I see Conor Benn eventually getting, what's his name, Prograis out of there. There's no chance he doesn't. I just see that happening.
Well,
he stops at both of these guys. I'm picking 6 rounds, 6-6. I'm missing another 6.
Oh, no. Don't do that on this channel. By the way, shout out to Miklo Weinstein 69 for his contribution with the super chat. Shout out to Miklo Weinstein, and he says, I have inside information in regards to Fury in Thailand. He linked up with Gonzalo for some good sparring and sauna sessions. Gons was helping him with the ass style. So expect a young Tyson Fury to come in tomorrow's match. I mean, come on, you're gonna go after Gonzalo when he's not here to defend himself. I don't know if this Miklo is the same Miklo that we have on the panel here, but I will say this: you better watch your keister, Mister, because Gonzalo.
Different Miklo.
Okay, because Gonzalo is what they call the night predator. The night predator. You don't see him coming, so watch out, man. But shout out to Miklo. I did have to read his super chat due to legal reasons. I mean, I'm legally bound to read it. So make of that what you will. All right, now, so we got that with Conor Benn. We've got the whole thing. We'll see what happens. People seem to dislike him. And if he makes it out of there tomorrow, we'll see what happens with him going over back to Eddie Hearn. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick, the BBOC, British Board of Control, Boxing Board of Control, they came out a couple of days ago and they said in regards to the Wilder-Chisora fight, which again, there were no excuses. It was all askew. Their entire production, their decisions, that they allowed Chisora's cornerman to jump into the ring during the fight. Then they helped him up. They didn't count certain knockdowns. It was just all over the place. They've come out now and said that they are satisfied with the referee's performance. Guys, why should anybody go? And again, I'm not saying that the United States is any better, but this was disgusting. Why should anybody go, any foreigner go fight in England? Look at this. Referee Mark Bates will not face any disciplinary action for his performance officiating the Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder fight. The ring has learned the BBOC were satisfied with Bates' performance. The General Secretary, Robert Smith, has confirmed to the ring.
The only reason you see guys going over there for money, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's the only real thing. Because it happens the same in the United States. If you're a foreigner, you're gonna get the shit end of the stick, right? So that's just how it happens. The only place I guess where I think they might be, I don't know. Even Japan will rob your ass. So
sometimes, yes. I remember.
Yes. That's the most honorable country. You know what I mean?
Well, supposedly.
This is
they had a samurai code in boxing.
Nah, man, Japan did some fucked up shit too. I heard a lot of stuff on MMA wise. They do a lot of fucked up shit. Japan. This should give Anthony Joshua all the balls required. The missing link to his balls to get in there with the skeleton man. Okay?
The missing link to his balls.
They should give him all the balls. The missing link for his balls, where it's missing. They should. The semen that's required.
What the hell are you
talking
about? Her, right?
Oh.
You know what I mean? The technicals, because he's missing a little bit. Maybe he ejaculated a little too much. You know what I mean? He's missing he's becoming a vagina. You know what I mean?
Bullshit.
Where are we going?
What I'm trying to say is,
we're good.
What I'm trying to say is, it might give the courage for Anthony Joshua to get in there with Wilder because the courage is missing.
Well, I mean, I thought it was one of the worst showings of officiating that I've seen. And
Tank Davis is Lamont Roach. It was almost the same type of fucking refereeing, and that was the guy who everybody was.
Everyone likes Steve Willis.
Yeah. Oh, the eyes. Oh, he looks like a frog. Oh, he's so cool. But now, I mean, we have to criticize the guy. I mean, Roach should have won by disqualification. So.
Yeah, they're all good referees, right? They all have integrity until they get the call, right? Until they have to officiate a big fight.
Yeah, exactly.
You get a mysterious phone call from someone who has a New York accent, and he says, "Listen to me, Willis. You're gonna do what you're told. Do you understand?"
It's a creepy
accent,
that's
man. True, man. Like, look, you remember Tony Weeks? Everybody was real high on him, and then he had that stoppage because they were trying to protect Rolly from getting beat by Barroso. They always get their number called. Floyd had his guy. Devin Haney has the other guy, the guy that pokes his ass out with the bald dude. But yeah, they're all bought, man. And if they're good, they're just they're good. They're like sleeper cells. They're gonna get that call sooner or later.
Well, also,
and if they don't do what they're told, I mean, you're just not going to see them again on the big stage. They're going to be reffing amateur fights.
Well, you know what Steve Kim always likes to say? He says every time on the episode, fighters fight for today, referees perform for tomorrow. That means they're always thinking about the next job. That's why you see them with chafed knees, because they got to get down on those knees and lather it up. Now, I'll say this too. Speaking of Joshua, because Gypsy was talking about the balls and the ass and all that. Interestingly enough, look at what Alexander Usyk had to say recently about it. He said, listen, Anthony Joshua, not my rival, not my opponent. He's my partner, my brother, he said. We speak every day, he said. We are training 2 times per day. Hopefully it's not on that Thai training that Miklo in the chat was talking about. We are working on deleting mistakes. And then check this out. He goes, so I don't know. It sounds to me like, no, he's my brother. It sounds like he doesn't want to fight Joshua a third time. I don't know. That's the way it sounds like to me. And then he says, and by the way, I'm kidding around before any Usyk fans get upset. In 2027, he says, Anthony will be the undisputed champion. Good idea, he says. Usyk help signed. AJ, you are the undisputed champion in 2027. What do you guys think?
I thought you said you are the undisputed champion in my heart.
In my ass, yeah.
Fucking gay as well now.
But what do you guys think? Is Alexander Usyk making a bold prediction, especially with Aitama and Caballero standing in front of him?
Yeah, of course. Just remember Joshua getting knocked out by Dubois.
I told you. These guys are in love with each other. I told you they're in love with each other. I mean, like, come on.
Gypsy was
He's trying to make them undisputed. I was saying there was something like years back. It was weird shit. Even with him calling out Wilder. Years back, yeah, years. That's
By
like
the way,
365 days. I don't know.
And then at the end, the article says, with their newfound bond, it's unfathomable that Usyk and Joshua will ever fight each other again. I'm getting tired of this brotherhood of brother in arms type of
now.
Yeah, everyone's in line. And then again, and I like Usyk. I was saying Usyk was gonna be the next, well, not the next best thing, but I gave him the very good. I picked him to beat Joshua in 2021 when a lot of people were saying no. So I'm not hating on Usyk, but what I'm saying is I'm starting to get very tired of this. Bromances and people in the media and on Twitter and all that. So like, oh my god, like it's like women watching a royal wedding or something. They seem to live like, I don't know, guys. Am I wrong here? Am I looking at this through distorted lenses or something? Or
let me break this down for you guys, okay?
Please.
Because I was speaking to one of my confidants, on my channel. Shout out to Andres, and we kind of figured out some really, really dark truths about boxing, right? But I'm gonna make 2 points on that. So first, I'm gonna give it to you guys, the easy one, all right? So, I mean, Usyk whooped his ass twice, right? There's no reason they should ever fight again.
Well,
so that's how I see it. But as far as but now that Usyk's basically his trainer now, right?
But de facto, it seems, yeah.
Yeah,
like he's right there. He's his trainer. He's telling him what to do.
him
We're
a bunch
hanging
of
out
shit.
every day.
Moves.
They're riding around London in the back seat of Joshua's car with their shirts off. This is the point. This is what I'm trying to make. This is the point I'm trying to make. Look, dude, me and Andres were breaking this down, and I feel like, bro, I have so much examples I could bring up to support my point, bro. These trainers, there's a weird sexual relationship between trainers and their fighters, right? And the only ones where there isn't is when they're like directly related, like when the trainer's their dad. And even then, there's still suspect relationships in boxing. Teofimo and his son, Teofimo Jr., right? They look like they still sleep together. But look, almost every trainer, every female, look, I thought it was only, I want to make a video about this because I thought it was only the females, right? All these females, they fuck their trainers. And it doesn't matter if the age gap is
you said it.
20 years or 30 years. Alicia Baumgartner was fucking Tony Harrison. Amanda Serrano is banging the dude who's training her. That guy, so the Serrano sisters are trained by one guy, right? He's married to the older sister. He's fucking Amanda Serrano, so he's fucking both of them. They're both getting, plowed by that guy.
Pipe down.
And who's the other one? Christy Martin, right? She was getting banged out by her trainer, and he was like 40 years older than her. It's just a weird connection that happens, right? And look, and those are Clarissa Shields, she was getting banged out by the trainers when she was in the Olympics, right? When she was 16.
Yeah, you don't get put on the spot unless if you bang your trainer.
But hold on.
Let me finish my point because I'm cooking, bro. I'm steering the ball now. This is where it gets dark, right? Because I thought the connection was only there between the female and the male trainers. Incorrect. That is also there between the male and the male trainers, right? You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful, bro, who you leave your kids with. Okay.
Yeah, that's facts, man. I saw some weird shit.
Telekinesis. Let him get to the point. Yeah. Let him finish.
Look, Mike Tyson was snatched up by Customato. He gave his crackhead parents like $50, and then he let him live in his house. He has a bunch of little boys running all around his house, and the ones he found especially the real strong dark ones he found especially interesting. He took special care of them, and he would train them by himself in the room for hours. Not only him, there was also that part in Sugar Ray Leonard's autobiography, right, where he talked about that the almost awkward 2-hour blowjob
that his trainer gave him in his life. And people say, and look, if people think, oh my God, why would this happen? You know, these guys are fighters, they're trainers. I mean, these guys are boxers. They would just beat the shit out of them. No, it's a mental thing. These guys they get sexually and mentally abused, right? So Sugar Ray Leonard was like 18, 17. You know, is about as young and strong as he gonna be, and this 60-year-old dude took his pants down and went to town on him, right? And he didn't. And he said, like he said in the book, he says after the most awkward, 30, 40-minute blowjob of my life, he jumped out of the car and ran out of it.
Damn.
I mean, I gotta tell you.
And look. And look, just because I keep it real, because I'm an honest ass dude, BDA, I can even show you a video that I thought was highly suspect of Canelo embracing Eddie. What's the fool's name? Eddie Reynoso from behind. In a way, I can only describe as like a lover's embrace, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I believe it. I believe it.
Like homie love.
Yeah, no, but like
Cotto with his assistant. You remember
like homies in
Cotto
love
with his assistant.
Yes, and Cotto would sleep with that dude in training camps.
I can only imagine.
Kiss on the lip. That's crazy.
Damn, not Canelo, bro.
Bro, I could only imagine Golovkin with Abel Sanchez.
Oh, well, yeah, with the mustache. Yeah, the mustache tickling his.
Y'all are going to.
Oh, yeah, the mustache. That's the giveaway to Bucho.
And the motorcycle outfit. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine Abel Sanchez.
And Goosen with that special connection he had to
with Ryan. Remember? Yes. It was almost like he was calling him out for cheating on him, right? Like when you call out somebody for cheating on you.
You ever had your shit pushed in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Big drama, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the denim jackets, bro. At 80 years old, an 80-year-old man wearing denim jackets, that's suspect. Yeah.
Okay, so my whole point was look. Hold on. Let me finish the last sentence of my point. Right. So I was saying all that, right? Just to say that I think Usyk is banging out Joshua.
Well, you know what? Olaf, who's not here, by the way, who should be here because it's Fury Fight Week, it's the Tyson Fury Roadshow. He said that years ago, look, there's a rumor going out there that Anthony Joshua has a romantic relationship with his Hispanic trainer. And, you know, we never heard from that again. And now it's all coming back with this Usyk Joshua bromance. I got to tell you.
Oh, man, I had my shit pushed in, bro.
I mean, I got to tell you, I know what's going on.
Guys, can I just
come on, soundboard. Get the soundboard.
Can I just say, guys?
Oh, Furioso's here. Go ahead, Furioso. The floor is yours.
How are we doing? How are we doing, everybody? You all right? Can I just say that how are you doing, everybody? I just think that Usyk, to me, I think is a AJ with Usyk, regardless if they're having a love affair or whatever, good luck to them, do you know what I mean? But I think they're a dangerous but I think they're a dangerous proposition. Oh, he is, Joshua. If Joshua is to fight Fury with Usyk in the corner, or not necessarily in the corner, but in the gym with him and doing the camp and everything, I'm concerned.
Whoa.
I really am.
You're a Fury fan.
You think you'll have Sergey Lapine in the corner like Usyk does?
Because the way I see it is Usyk. I know he loves AJ. He looks at AJ and he says to himself, I wish I had your body with my, hold on a minute, with my mobility. Yeah? So basically he's going to train AJ to try and give him his mobility, trying to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what AJ, that's what AJ lacks.
Do you think that's
AJ's got everything but the mobility, the movement. He robotic.
But he'll never have it. He'll never have it.
So he's trying to give him some looks to make him slick. You know, little touches. He can't make him look like Sugar Ray Leonard. No, he's not. But just little looks, little tweaks. That's what I think he's doing. Because I know he'd be loving AJ. AJ ran him close. We saw AJ run him close, but AJ's little inexperience and that. Because we saw Usyk huffing and puffing a little bit in certain 1 or 2 rounds, but obviously Usyk just got him at the end, didn't he? And should have knocked him out. But AJ did get him sort of, you know, close in some rounds. But Usyk, once again, like he did with Tyson, he pulls away. But anyway, I'm just saying that's why I think that the scenarios, I think AJ is dangerous with Usyk.
He is. Because
it's a boxer with
Ain't nothing gonna change, man. He's going to Usyk because he has no other shot. He knows if that
but
fight happens,
Usyk method. But Usyk's methodology, his ways, and can only be good because he'd be about the,
He had a who's whoever that the Australian guy that said something very nice. Can't buy him. You can't give him a chin. All that skill, no chin, no balls. It don't matter. He's gonna get crippled. Once he gets hit, he's gonna be in queer streak. All that shit that Usyk has repetitively told him what to do, he's gonna be forgotten.
I was saying that
once you get hit in the head after a stylistic change, once you get hit in the head like that, I agree with you 110%. You result to going back to what you originally are as a fighter.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be, and he's gonna.
It depends on the guy. I think it depends on the guy. Look at Barrera. When Barrera got beat, he changed it up and he stuck with it. Look at Morales. Morales, he went to a more dangerous style, but. You know what I mean? I guess it all depends on if the fighter is adaptable. Because some of them are they just can't. It's like a mental block.
AJ's what, 36 or something like that?
Nah, he's cooked. He's done, man.
Yeah, he's 36.
Yeah, exactly, man. I don't see.
Hold on a minute, but he's still got good key attributes. He's got hella power. He's obviously his size, his jab, and everything.
I know it's that's all that's going on.
No, but the thing is, hold on a minute, guys. The problem is he might have cracks, but the thing is, I think he will mend with the white figure. Yeah. Now he's got a white figure, like a white goat, so to speak, overlooking him. He will feel, empowered.
Moses will destroy that guy no matter how
it's like a healing. It's like a healing to him. Because if he has these little bum trainers he gets from Brixton, whatever, it's the same old shit. They put the rap, you know what I'm saying? Now he's actually going to
Undisputed, right? He's not making to Undisputed, bro. He's going to get killed by Moses. If let's just say hypothetically he gets lucky and he beats Fury, right? Moses will
just saying he's dangerous. I'm saying he becomes a dangerous fighter with Usyk. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's taking over anything.
I want to see that passing of the torch, man. If Frank Warren is smart, he'll throw a bag at AJ and lose a ton of money just to get Moses that exposure versus the guy who was the rock star of that region, man. That would be huge for him.
Yeah, but AJ is not going to take that, bro. AJ is taking no serious competition.
Not only that, Moses is already occupied. The WBA made him mandatory for the regular title, which is currently held by.
They got time. I don't think AJ is going anywhere anytime soon. Right. We all agree he's shot, but he's not shot to the point where we're looking at maybe this is his last year. He's probably going to fight for another 2 or 3 years.
Hey guys, is there a better
shot? His chin wasn't broken. If you bring the old AJ back, he still gets wrecked by Moses.
I'm excited about Moses, man. I really like Moses. Is there
a better division? Is there a better division than the heavyweight division at the minute? I don't think there is.
154 is pretty good.
150 what? 154.
I put light heavyweight.
140.
But the heavyweight division with the old guy like AJ now being resurrected and whatever, a Fury coming back, and of the young guys, and Torrez if he comes to Europe and fights the European heavyweights. I mean, we could have one of the best heavyweight scenes in a little while.
But see, the heavyweight division right now is dominated by the UK, right?
I want to put out a message to Torrez because I know his mother listens to this.
Right.
He's Irish mother. Shout out to her and his Mexican dad. But dude, come over to Europe. It's popping in Europe. That's where the heavyweight scene is. America's done and dusted. It's done and dusted.
Nah, he's Hispanic, bro. They need to bring him to California, to Texas.
Nah.
He also has a point. He also has a point. Yeah, he has a point, Doug.
Yeah,
heavyweight boxing is dead over here, bro. It's done. It's dead.
Come and get
and that's my point. And that's my point. Tell me that guy straight. That's my point.
Hey, let me answer. Absolutely not.
Isn't
he a ballerina? Isn't he a ballerina?
First of all, I'm not.
He does ballerina.
We don't know. Hold on. We do not. Let me just say this.
That
Let me
dude is
just say
hilarious
this.
online, man. His Instagram is hilarious.
We do not allow. We do not. Excuse me.
Follow him? Yeah, that's us.
We do not allow. We do not allow any slander here of John Holmes. Excuse me, Richard Torrez on this channel. All right. So just make sure.
No, but Torres needs to leave Top Rank. He needs to leave Top Rank and get in with these new boys. Zuffa's or European. One of the European things.
The zone has everybody. Why would he have to leave him?
Nothing's popping for him. He's stagnating a little bit. He needs to move his career.
He's got a big fight. He's got a real good. He's fighting Sanchez. That's a good fight.
His biggest fight is the Guido fight. I believe,
yeah, but it's
that's not a bad fight though, because that guy knocked out Tyson Fury's next opponent, and they're fighting on Netflix.
That is a good one.
He's still making like 80K a fight, bro. He still needs to be refined a little bit. He's still rough on the edges. If you see, he still has a raw.
Let me ask you, Lats, a question. Do you guys think Torres needs a new trainer?
What do you mean, Lats? What are you from the UK all of a sudden?
Nah, I just think he needs the right matchmaking. Top Rank is the best.
Hold on a minute.
Top Rank is the best at matchmaking.
Hold on a minute, lads. I also have more. I forgot more evidence to submit to support my thesis.
Oh, come on.
What was Devin Haney doing in that pool with Diddy? Huh? Why is why is Bill Haney pimping out his son? Why did P Diddy pick up Gervonta Davis off the floor and squeeze his ass cheeks at that party? He was at the same party.
Oh God.
Yeah, and why was Devin Haney wearing goggles in the pool?
He was going on there, man. Oh God.
Because he was deep sea diving. That's why.
What's going on between Bomac and Shakur Stevenson, huh?
The worm.
A lot of excretion. Sprouts.
Well, listen, this can go either way, no pun intended, both ways. And I'll say this, man, we got to wait and see what happens with Joshua. He looked like he couldn't keep up with Dubois' speed. And again, we forget, Joshua's already, 35, 36? So he's never been the quickest guy out there. So it will remain to be seen where he goes from here. Or if he says he's going to fight again after the accident. So, and by the way, how many people, who was it here that believes that accident had something to do with Jake Paul? Just without getting too much into it.
Gypsy.
I wouldn't doubt that AJ has a toupee just like Miller. He's just hiding it.
All right, there you go. And also, I wanted to mention this here.
Is that a restaurant?
I was gonna talk about the Hitchins
cafe. I've never seen it open.
Southpaw, what are you talking about?
Southpaw, you're talking food with people. Yeah,
bro, go on mute if you're outside the club. Go on mute if you're outside the club, bro. Come on.
What type of club did you say that was? I thought he said.
No, I was
Chippendales.
Yeah, okay. All right, listen. We've got a lot to get here. Hit the like. Don't forget to hit the like. Hit the like. It's an open panel, open lines. Anybody can jump in here. Now, should we pivot to, because again, we got Richard Hitchins and Burlanga moving to Zuffa now. I don't know if anybody wants to talk about that. We also have.
Well, can you say something?
Sure.
Food TV is always saying that what's it called? Zuffa Boxing is actually trying to acquire all these exciting boxers, but Hitchins is not exciting at all. So
no,
it's kind of a contradiction there.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, he might
now,
be right,
now we're
but
seeing a little bit of the bullshit, right? I was hoping that they wouldn't be on this, but this is the first step in the wrong direction, But we'll see where they go after that. We'll see who else they try to sign because it does seem like they're going for let's snatch up everybody we can. I still can't believe they gave Conor Benn $15 million.
Yeah, that's insane for Prograis. I assume
for what?
I assume it was going to be a big fight. Yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, he's in the UK,
Wait,
right?
15 million or 50 million?
15.
15.
Like the age of consent.
That was just Turkey.
Hey, lads, but
Turkey
keep
was
in
just
mind
flexing
though.
on Eddie.
Keep in mind
That's all
they
it
get
was.
taxed. They get taxed like 70% over there.
But Conor Benn lives in. But hold on, but I think Conor Benn lives in
It's-
Portugal or something. Doesn't Conor Benn live in Monaco or Portugal or something where they got the tax breaks or something?
I think he grew up in Portugal.
No, Spain. He grew up in Spain, but I think he lives in
Spain.
Furioso knows how much you guys get taxed over there, Furioso.
If you earn over 50 grand, 50,000, I think it's 50%, something like that. Something like, or 35%, maybe 35. Lower is, what is it, 25%, 24% around there.
Wow, that's some high tax. I mean, I thought we had high tax
All
here.
in with your, but that's with your health insurance too.
Well, the healthcare over there seems to be better than the healthcare we got here in Canada because we pay for that. It's supposed to be free, and I mean, you go to the emergency room, you got to wait 6 hours for it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everywhere. That's everywhere.
Well, speaking.
Yeah, but I personally, I
over here
can't
too,
stand,
bro.
I've gone. I want. I can't stand Conor Benn at the minute. I just feel he's turned into a little entitled little git, a little brat. And yeah, I just.
You think you should let him know? Hey, listen, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, so I want Prograis. I don't want Prograis to win. To be honest, I don't. I can't be saying that. No, I still want Conor to win, but I want Conor to be at the same time taught a little lesson. To be have a, I want to have him to have a hard fight. I don't like. I just don't like the dude. He's not like his dad. That's for sure.
Did you guys hear? So did you guys hear that? What he said?
It's pissing me off.
Aaron, he said, "My doors are always open." Like he's the promoter or something like that. Hey, oh man, my doors are always open for him. Like, bro, you're supposed to go apologize to him. But like, my doors are always wide open, man. It's like, what are you? What the?
But do any of you guys think the fight will go over 5 rounds?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah, we'll go over 5.
Would you be surprised? Would anybody be surprised if he does?
I don't think Conor Benn's going to blow him away early. No chance. I don't see it.
No chance in 5 rounds. I think 6.
No.
Right in the middle.
I'm betting on the fight to go over 5 rounds. Even money, nearly it is.
Oh, you'll make money.
I think Prograis has got enough. Let's say, I know he's got nothing left in him, but he's still got the experience. He's obviously done more than Conor Benn, and Conor Benn ain't a boxer. He isn't. He's a brawler. Okay, he's a glorified brawler. I've seen him live. I've seen him lose live, ringside against Granados. All right, he got the decision on the night, luckily. But I saw it right. I've seen him up live with my own eyes. He ain't no fucking boxer. He's a glorified brawler. You know what I'm saying? So Prograis can take him, play with him for a little bit till he gets knocked out. Yeah. So it's a good bet, that, in my opinion. I'm betting on it over 5 rounds.
Well, there's you go,
tip,
man.
Fellas.
I mean,
the tip.
Yeah,
don't put a lot on it. Don't put your mortgage on it, guys.
This same 2022 Regis Prograis who beat up John Cepeda. I mean, this is
it is.
This is something else. He's got no legs left.
Do you guys think Conor Benn is a boxer like that? What is he? Do you guys think?
He's a come forward guy. He's a come forward guy. He's a slugger. He's a
Do you think
he's not that great? He's a boxer, but he's not that great. He got movements. He's a brawler too. But
yeah,
when you get him when you get him frustrated, he'll start making stupid mistakes. He is very emotional.
Hey, by the way,
he's on his game, no.
I wanted to say real quick, open lines, anybody can join. We got somebody that I've never seen before, or maybe I have, but I forgot. Cognitive Gallo. Cognitive Gallo, you there? Can you hear us? I mean, well, listen,
if he wants to jump in.
Yeah, jump in whenever you want.
He can...
Yeah.
I was going to say about Prograis. He's a brawler. What was I going to say? I mean, he might get overconfident in there because I don't know if you guys saw the Wayne, Conor Benn looks much bigger. And sometimes that happens. I've noticed, so these guys come into the ring and they're fighting a smaller guy and they get overconfident and boom, and then they get surprised, man. That happened with Pacquiao and Mark.
Well, I'll just let you. I'll just let you
in on BDA.
Can I give you just a little caveat on that with Conor Benn fight? I know it don't mean anything, but Regis Prograis is a Tottenham fan.
What?
Excuse me.
What does that mean?
Regis Prograis is a Tottenham fan.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's fought over here before, hasn't he? And the press conference was at Tottenham Stadium when he fought Josh Taylor. When he fought Josh Taylor, that fight wasn't in Scotland, was it? It was in England. London, I'm pretty sure, yes. Pretty sure it was, yes. The press conference was at this same stadium. They're fighting tonight. And Regis Prograis had a Tottenham Hotspur shirt on, saying, I'm a Tottenham I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan. I'm gonna do it for my team. He was saying it's on YouTube. The interview. I'm gonna do it for my team. So now he's fighting there again against Conor. So I'm just saying, there's a little extra incentive for him, yeah. But that was funny though when he said he was a Tottenham fan. He had the shirt on. Drop on the YouTube the interview.
You know
the
what?
Build up to Josh Kelly,
and
Josh Taylor.
You're right though. You're right. They fought when he fought Josh Taylor. When he fought Josh Taylor, they fought at the O2 Arena. Yeah, I always assumed it was Scotland.
Yes,
I always assumed it was Scotland for some reason.
Yeah, but when he did,
he's not going to be able to hurt.
One at a time, guys. Go ahead, Fury.
Hold on a minute, guys. When he did the interview on IFL, he had the Tottenham Hotspur shirt on, the white one. And he was giving it, I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan. I'm going to do it for my London team. You feel me? Yeah.
What is that?
Don't fall for that, Furioso. That's like when Devontae Davis would come in with the sombrero and a poncho and be like, it's all respect. You know what I'm saying? Is it?
Yeah, he's not going to be able to hurt Conor Benn, bro. Prograis, whatever he's gonna find out, he's not gonna be able to hurt him, and he's probably gonna be on his back foot a lot of times in this fight, up until the point he gets stopped. I don't think he knows where he's walking into. Like sometime before, maybe he would have been a little bit better off to have a chance of winning, but now I think he's just gonna get. Once he gets touched up, I think he's gonna realize, hey man, I shouldn't be trading with this dude. I should keep a distance.
I mean,
then it's going to be dictated off of that. Conor Benn is going to be chasing him down the entire fight.
Yeah, you know what, Gypsy? It's not a good look that in Regis Prograis' last fight, his last win was against Jojo Diaz, and he was getting stunned by Diaz. I mean, come on, man. What is that about? Because the guy never had good fundamentals. He was always relying on his counter punching and all that. And now that his legs appear to be gone, his hand speed's not the same. He's got no guard. He's wide open. He's got a horrible balance. But hopefully, Conor Benn ends up jumping into his game, which is the counterpunching game, and he runs it to a left hand. Because a lot of people have had it with Conor Benn. I mean, he's giving these sermons about psychology and about mental strength, and what does it take to be a man? It's like, man, come on, you're taking the big money fight here.
Let him grow. I want his ego to grow. I want him to win this. His ego to grow, and then come crashing down, bro. That'll be the epic one. Let him win this, and the next one where he gets his ass kicked by Ryan or someone else, of a higher name or something like that. That'll be more epic.
Conor will win. Conor will win in a hard-fought fight. It won't be no bloody 3-round blowout. You know what I'm saying? Over 5 rounds. It will go over 5 rounds.
Isn't that a bad look?
I don't think so. I think that would be overrating Conor. Conor ain't bloody that killer. Come on, let's relax a bit.
No, I understand. But this is how they're selling him, though, right?
I know they are, but we know.
Yeah, we know.
So that's why I have to say what we know.
That's why they picked Rougarou. Yeah, that's why they're fighting Rougarou. I think that Jojo Diaz beat this guy. He was rocking him, and that was a 126. That was a former 126 fighter. It's a blown up featherweight, and he was rocking. He was walking Prograis all around the ring.
Dude, Adrian Granados.
He should have won that fight.
Adrian Granados gave him a boxing lesson, and they robbed him in England, in Leeds. I was there on the Lara Warrington undercard. It was crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So I have those doubts. I have to have doubts because he'd be like that. He got beat also to this white boy Scottish guy, ginger guy, tallish guy also, but they gave him the decision also. So I know it's back then, but still, he's still raw. I know he is.
All right, now we got to move on here to another subject that I wanted to introduce real quick. And don't forget to hit the like, and hit the link. It's an open lines, open panel. Anybody can jump in, so make sure to do so and give us your thoughts on anything and everything boxing. I don't know. Again, talking about retirements, I mentioned that Tyson Fury's had like 5 retirements now, and nobody really seems to take it seriously anymore. Well, which one is this one? Yeah, Jermall Charlo. Jermall. Actually, anyway, the one that used to compete at middleweight, right? The one that never won the undisputed, the 154 or whatever. Apparently, he's calling it quits, retirement. And people on Twitter were debating about Hall of Fame. Al Bernstein, former Showtime commentator, said, if he actually retires, which is always in doubt, he would not be he would not be heading to the Hall of Fame. He has not carved out a Hall of Fame career. His brother might well have done it, but not him. Guys, do you agree or disagree with Al Bernstein in regards to why Big Bro Charlo making it into the Hall of Fame?
I agree that Jermall should be in there. He was the former undisputed champion. Jermall, I don't know what he accomplished. I think he won that OBC middleweight title and didn't really fight anybody there. For Devrachenko.
He beat Davidachenko. He beat Dennis Hogan. He beat Brandon Adams, who's having that win is aging well. But again,
Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame career. No.
I mean, even with Keith Thurman, it was a bit of a stretch because the thing that people keep bringing up with Keith Thurman is, he unified. Okay, anybody? It's like he was never the man in that division, or maybe he was for a little while, but it was less than a year. Meanwhile, Jermall Charlo was never, as far as I can remember, the man anywhere. I suspect people are going to say, well, he Canelo ducked him and a bunch of guys ducked him. Okay, but he never fought Golovkin and Canelo, and he never beat him, obviously. So why does he get into the Hall of Fame based off? What did he do? Again, a win over Davidachenko, Brandon Adams, Dennis Hogan. You remember that dude that people forget? He struggled against Montiel, whatever his name was. Or as I remember... what was his name? The Haitian
kid. He basically retired him.
Exactly. That dude
The problem is BDA, and no one can ever answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the benchmark? What is the bar to get in there in the first place? Because people get there on notoriety. People get there on, because they had a crazy trilogy, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's his name? Gatti. He was only like a champion, single champion, or maybe double champion. He never unified or anything, but because he had the crazy legacy of that, the trilogy or whatever he had, he gets in there. So there's that also the sentimental thing, believe it or not. There is. Rocky is in there, Stallone, for God's sake. So there is that. So Charlo gets in there for the sentimental value of being a black, dark American who has a twin. There's the sentimental value of they are the twins. How beautiful and they and
they're gonna,
you know what I'm saying? And he had that so there's all that fake mystery created around him.
The twin champions.
I'm glad he's in because
whatever you want to call it, and he gets in there because he's the Charlo twins. Yeah.
It's the DEI, bro. It's called DEI, where they're trying to be inclusive to everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the thing that's going on in America.
Well, may I say that
get in.
To Furioso's point, and I don't think it's maybe in this scenario it might be racial, but I think it's also, and I've talked about it with Boxing Chief, the International Boxing Hall of Fame, like Furioso saying, the standards have been lowered because it's a tourist attraction. They need people to show up. Now, if they're inducting a guy into the Hall of Fame, a guy from the 1920s, and obviously he's not going to show up. It's going to be his family members or his 70-year-old son or whatever. He's going to go there and accept. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody's going to show up for the Hall of Fame for that. But if you're inducting all these new guys that are actually going to be showing up, hey, all of a sudden we got an attraction here. So yeah, that's why they reduced the time. You used to have to remain retired for 5 years to be considered eligible for induction. Now it's 3 years or something akin to that.
It's a nonprofit. It's a nonprofit organization. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like it's in the sticks. There's nothing there. So they need the money. Like I like that Sylvester Stallone got in because Rocky was huge.
Oh yeah,
huge for the sport, even though it wasn't real.
That was dumb as hell, man.
Just imagine the
Is
money.
boxing kayfabe?
Just imagine the money he brought in, though.
Is boxing kayfabe like that, bro?
Rocky,
really? I mean, the money he brought into when he was there brings a lot.
If you ask boxers from the last 50 years who influenced you in boxing, 50% will say Rocky. The film, the series.
Yeah, exactly. Even to this day, man.
Rocky got inducted as a non-participant. He got inducted as a non-participant. It's not like he wasn't.
Well, what's gonna happen?
The thing is, hold on a minute, guys. But the thing is,
one is gonna take over.
The Hall of Fame does not say to enter this Hall of Fame you must have achieved this. There is no bar set.
There's no standards.
So it gives them avenue to sort of do how and when they please.
Yeah, exactly.
But
If they want to put Charlo in, they will.
They're struggling. They're struggling financially. So
the thing is,
if it's a
the
name, they're gonna
caveat.
bring it.
Hey,
I mean,
the trick to it, the caveat is, you'll find they'll also, to their interest, they'll put people in there with a fan base. Because if they got a fan base, like say, I know it's music, Graceland, yeah, Elvis, people flock there because he's got loads of fans, yeah. So if you're a boxer with loads of fans like Gatti, which he did have a lot of fans, people go there and visit, won't they? So it's a bit of that. I don't know if Charlo's got fans. I don't think he has he? But he's black and he's an American, so he gets in.
And don't forget that Don King is also in there.
He doesn't even have fans in Houston.
But the fandom's important.
It's so sad that they didn't.
I'm telling you, the fandom's the criteria to get in there too. I bet you it is. Because that's the people that are going to come to the Hall of Fame and look, isn't it? Also,
well, that's why I'm saying that if they're gonna look, if you want to induct Arturo Gatti into the Hall of Fame, do it in some sort of have two different categories. The categories for the people who had exceptional performances and achievements, and then the people who had an impact, a positive impact in boxing, like the Gattis and the Barry McGuigans and so on. But don't put him in the same class as Sugar like Arturo Gatti, Sugar Robinson. I mean, completely different in terms of accomplishments. A wide gap. Dare I say, a gaping hole. Anyway, listen, fellas, don't forget to hit the like. It really helps us out here. Now I want to turn to the subject, if I may, of actually. Okay, just one last thing then, because I'm confused. Zuffa has signed Hitchins and Burlanga. But now they're saying that Burlanga will be allowed to fight at 175 pounds. Now, the reason why that's significant is because Zuffa had said and stated that they were only going to be adhering to the original weight classes, meaning, for example, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight. There's not going to be any in-betweens. It's going to be like 8, like the original 8. But they're going to allow Burlanga to fight at 175. And by the way, he's taking on Hot Rod Kalajdzic, the Serbian Cholo, who just came off an upset
175
stoppage.
is one of the originals, right?
Okay, excuse me. Hitchins is going to be fighting at 140. That's not one of the originals. They're gonna. So what's the point of allowing one guy to fight? Are they essentially eventually going to consolidate the weight classes and get rid of them? Or if not, then what's the point of having or adhering to that line? To that criteria or criterion.
I like just it's because it's because the structure of Zuffa Boxing can adhere to that model that's being displayed. I mean, it's that simple, Bucho. Those clowns up there at Zuffa Boxing, with that Jew Epstein lawyer and all that, want to confuse you and say that that Zuffa Boxing is bringing in all these fighters, and we're gonna work with people, but. And look what Dane has been saying. No sanctioning body is gonna fuck around with him. What's the point in signing Hitchins when Hitchins holds belts, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, can I just clarify something? Let me just clarify something. So Hitchins, it's not confirmed that he's gonna fight at 140, although, and he's not even gonna be. The rumor on Twitter is that he's not gonna be fighting Lindolfo. So is he gonna get stripped or something? So I don't know what's going on, guys. So don't take what I'm saying with a grain of salt here. But apparently Burlanga will be fighting at 175, and that's against Hot Rod Kalajdzic.
He's gonna get beat up.
Hot Rod's gonna beat the fuck out of him, bro. It might be worse than the Shiraz fight.
Zuffa be getting all these boxers, what they can get. DAZN did the same. Look back in time, they got bloody Andrade on a massive contract. Right. Then he ended up fighting bums after bums because he was on a guarantee, 2.5 million or something. He was on a fight sort of thing. Remember Tevin Farmer, another one that got something like 6 million figure. They offered the first batch they gave him crazy amount. And those are the two notable ones. Guy, who are they? What did they went on to do? Sort of thing. Fuck around and just play with the money. G too. Yeah, they got Triple G, but he obviously was decent. They did that with all the sports, didn't they? They went and get the GOATs from the sport. They went and get Federer. In football, they got like Ronaldo, and boxing, they got a few guys. But Andrade was one of their faces. It's like, what the fuck? He took the money and ran the bitch.
Can somebody please clarify something for me here?
Yeah, he did a robbery.
Yeah, he did.
Can somebody please
Kevin
clarify?
Farmer.
Somebody please clarify for me, because Hitchins, I've often heard that his nickname is Africa. But from what I understand, he's Afro-Franco. He's of Haitian descent. So what's up with the nickname Africa? Is it because he looks dark, like Africa dark, or what is it?
It's the original black man.
Nobody knows, huh? Nobody knows.
Yeah, they call him Africa because his skin tone, bro.
That can't be, man. That would be, that's bordering on racism, dare I say.
I don't know what he is, but one thing that I found very strange was that in his last fight at the press conference, he turned up in a pink track top with the Portugal crest, the football crest.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
With little silver glitter things. It looked like it was a designer mate, so to speak. But it's
How did you feel about that?
Why was he wearing
Yeah,
that?
I bet you bought that too, Furioso, didn't you?
Yeah, he had the Portuguese football badge crest, Halibut, and I thought, what's he doing with that pink one and all? It was like, what was he? Does he know what he's wearing, or he just bought it from a fashion shop? Because it looked like.
So you would check him if you would have seen him.
I would have checked him. Show me your passport.
Show me your paperwork. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta show that paperwork, man. That's the way they do it.
Yeah, show me the.
Keep in mind, guys, Furioso is like 6'4".
Hitchins in that suit in your backyard, Furioso.
Do you remember him in the pink top, guys? Do you remember it?
I'm showing it.
Top.
Yeah.
The last fight, yeah, it was. Yeah, it has the Portugal badge. I was like, "What
Maybe
the
he
fuck?"
Like the cross. Maybe he likes the cross. You know,
No,
he likes he likes the logo.
He was making us look soft out here.
Well, he's going to Zuffa now.
You know
So.
what I'm saying? I don't want to do like that, repping us like that on some pinkadacious.
Come on, man. Hitchins is a slick fighter, bro. He's got that style, bro. That master class.
Hey, speaking of, we're moving from Burlanga too, because we mentioned Burlanga, to the guy who could actually end up reviving the Puerto Rican boxing here. And again, this fight is getting a lot of traction. Xander Zayas has been very vocal about what he's going to be doing to Ennis, and he just did an interview with Naji from Cigar Talk. Check out what he had to say about the weight.
What did you think about that fight, though? Because I thought that was interesting. Like, he would be coming up, he's a really good boxer. He would be coming up. Was that something that, made you feel like, oh, okay, I want this, or like...
I was going to run through him.
Yeah, run through
Let's talk about Devin Haney, by the way.
Devin Haney?
I was going to run through him.
He a good boxer, though.
I was going to run through him. Oh, man, I promise I was going to run through him.
Ooh.
Like, what he felt during, like, Ryan Garcia at 40, I was going to feel it triple at 54. He don't know, like, I'm telling you, he was probably going to go in the ring. He's a big 40 or like now 47. He maybe gets in at like 160. I'm getting in that ring at 180.
Do you hear that? Let me repeat. Let me rewind.
160. I'm getting in that ring at 180.
Now, hold on. Furioso. He's saying Zayas is saying, check this, listen to this again.
I'm getting in that ring at 180.
180.
Wow.
Yeah. Yo, bro, listen.
And he's still clinching, by the way.
You guys hear me? Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Why do you
Boots is
think?
too small, bro. Boots is too small. Xander is gonna knock out Boots Ennis. I'm absolutely convinced.
Hold on.
Zayas by masterclass, comprehensive, stealth bombing destruction, bro.
Okay. Zayas is from South Florida. Zayas is from South Florida. Okay. When I saw him, he was younger, right? So he was slimmer. I haven't seen him in a long time. But from what I hear from people that know him, they're like, yo, he walks around 180, 185.
That's insane.
Maybe 180. Yeah, easily. He's a big boy. Go look at him.
Shoulders.
Go look at him next to. Go look at him. Hold on, real quick, man. Look at him next to what's his name? What's the fucking idiot that got knocked out by Shiraz and Burlanga? Go look. There's a video of them together when they were younger, and Zayas is almost as big as him already. And Zayas is like about 5 years younger than Burlanga. So when you saw that video of them together, They're like, I don't know, representing Puerto Rico or whatever. He looked almost as big as him already. And when he did that video, he was like 18, 19 years old. So he's a big, big boy. I believe him when he says he gets in that ring at 180. So anybody who has a problem with that, then you must have a problem with Devin Haney when he was fighting at 140 going up to 165.
Well, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's what
Xander Zayas is a lot more
like
entertaining
standard,
than
right? Recognize?
Devin Haney, though. That's the difference there.
Say again?
So you're saying it's sort of like
said
some
Xander
guys
Zayas is a more entertaining
hold
fighter
on.
than Devin Haney.
He was asking
That's
Miklo.
what I'm saying.
Okay, he was asking Miklo. Yeah, go ahead, Miklo. What?
Go ahead, Miklo.
No, I was just saying like so you're saying kind of like some guys have double standards, right? When it comes to like fighters rehydrating.
Yeah. Of course. Mm-hmm. Now, let's just say hypothetically, fight happens, he comes in at 180 against Boots, and he pulls out the victory and beats him. I don't want to hear nobody saying, "Oh, it's because he's a weight bully."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like it though, man. I don't.
100%. 100%.
Hey guys, Boots will be
Dehydrates
massive.
on up there too,
Boots will be
so.
massive. Boots will be massive too.
That's
for sure.
true,
You'll
but
he'll be as big, if not bigger.
If you beat the cheater at his own game, you can't say you cheated, bro.
Telk, I sadly have to announce, I really do, that I don't see Zayas having a chance. I really don't. It saddens me to say this.
Ennis is the biggest benefit in his past fights is he's fought fighters that come straight at him, bro. That's his biggest benefit. Zayas isn't going to be there running straight at him.
He's on the roll, man.
Zayas is going to be using his footwork, using angles and shit. Boots Ennis had problems with Karen, bro.
Yeah, but Boots has got the alley-oop.
BC level Karen.
Boots has got the alley-oop and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hyper defensive Karen.
Yeah, wait till he gets his Magic Johnson handles on him.
Xander Zayas is gonna put Boots Ennis.
Yeah, wait till he gets his Dennis Rodman block.
Easy work.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas on your ass.
I don't trust Zayas in this fight.
Yeah, I don't. He's too raw. Another one that's raw. They getting him while he's still raw.
Ennis is gonna say no mas, bro. Ennis is gonna say no mas.
Bro, I'm telling you, these cribs look for all the advantages they could get, bro.
They get him when they're raw. He's still not.
He's young. He's super young.
He's still not done yet. I'm telling you, he's not. They know what they're doing. They picked Canelo nice and good. They know what they're doing. These guys, they're doing the same to Zayas. And with Ortiz, they kind of like...
Yeah, but Boots isn't like 36, 34, 35 years old, though, bro. Like, what are you doing?
He's in his prime. He's in his prime.
Telk, you know I respect you, Telk, but obviously you're just high on obviously your own supply, which is Zayas at the minute. I'm just looking at it from a neutral point of view. He's raw.
Oh, how is that neutral,
the mango has got no yellow yet. Still green.
So you think he's too green? You think he's too green, huh?
Yeah. No,
I'm telling you, Xander Zayas is going to shut everyone up. And when he shuts everyone up, then I'll be here to accept all you guys' apologies. And I'll bring plenty of buckets to catch your tears.
I'll gladly bow down to you. I would love Zayas to win, of course. But I have to be realistic. I ain't be calling shots willy-nilly like that. Fuck that.
Well, apparently
he's raw. Also on this one, I'm rooting for Zayas, and I want him to prove me wrong. Although I do think Zayas does have a shot. He does. I don't think Boots has done anything where. Hold on, real quick. Let me finish. I don't think Boots has done anything throughout his career to make me say he shuts this kid down. It's no problem. 5 rounds, 6 rounds, whatever you think is going to happen. He's going to have to prove that. I give Zayas a chance. The problem with Zayas is power, and during the fight, he get a little tired. And that could be a huge problem.
Well, can I say something real quick? Because we're talking about the weight, right? So Zayas revealing he comes in on fight night at a whopping 180 pounds. Now, if you think, how is he making weight with that big Easter Island head of his? How's he making weight? Check out what he had to say after the press conference.
People are making a lot of your weight in between the fights. He said that you had you having a weight loss camp. You know, I see a lot of people talking about the weight in between fights. What do you make of that?
Well, if they don't lose weight, then they got to move up, because that's the whole point of fighting at 154. You got to make a little bit of weight. I'm growing. I'm getting better. I'm getting bigger.
I mean, I don't know. Pause, right?
We keep controlling it. I have a great nutritionist team that work with me. The ones that work with Terrence Crawford, that work with me. The ones that work with Terrence Crawford, ones that work with Terrence Crawford, ones that work with Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, so they know what they're doing.
Got a problem. If you got a problem with the way he's making weight, then you got a problem the way
do you know what? Do you know what though? BDA. A few moons ago, I interviewed Zayas' trainer with H Money on H Money's channel. Believe it or not.
Is that right?
And one of the questions I asked him, because at the time, this is what I had, because I saw he was good at everything. You know, he had all these techniques, but I questioned his power, and I asked his trainer, "What's his power like?" Because I said at the minute, you know, he looks technically everything, but obviously he's looking medium. Is he got power? He said, "Oh, he's got some. He's got some power. He's got some power." As in he's saying it's, you know, it's, but he's still young. You know, he's still, you know what I'm saying. So it's, the answer was a bit like, you know, he's still young.
And
he's still, that man's strength, but he's not a natural.
What they're saying is they're not confident in his power.
Yes. He said himself. He said, "Oh, he's still young," but that shit's there or not.
I can see that from a mile away. I think there's some technical.
You can.
Hold on, one at a time, fellas. One at a time. Go ahead.
I'm saying is that you can strengthen that. You can.
Manpower, yes, but
and also committing to the punches. He doesn't commit to punches. I see that a lot.
He's taking, but that's. I'll remember that question. That was a question I asked the guy, and he was on let's say on the defensive back foot. He was.
Well, I just thought it was interesting that they asked him, "How do you make weight?" He said, "I'm using the same nutritionist that helped Crawford and Shakur Stevenson." So, like Rick and I said, where are we at now? I mean, are we? If you make the weight, you make the weight, no excuses, or is the system flawed?
Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like it. But if you have a problem with that, and I heard you sticking up for Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, all these guys that I've been calling weight bullies for a long time. Okay, then if you got a problem with Zayas, then you got a problem with those dudes.
Oh,
that's that.
Well, there you go.
Facts. And well, who's making the issue about the weight?
Nobody cares about this dude's weight. Like, is he gonna beat Boots because he's bigger than him? That's not. Skills go with the fight.
If he beats Boots because he's bigger, I don't want to hear it.
Well, that's not going. If he does beat Boots, it's not going to be because he's bigger.
Well,
because he had a better game plan or he's got better skills.
And I'll be with you with that. I'll be with you on that. Now, me personally, I don't like guys fighting at 154. They fucking come in at 180. I mean, that's just crazy.
Well, you know, Rebri,
like 190.
Rebri, you know how it works. Let's say Zayas ends up stunning Ennis or something, and then he beats him, right? Not that he stops him, but just that his punches actually move Ennis. We're gonna be hearing from people afterwards like, "I've never seen Zayas with that type of power before. Where'd that power come from? What's he up to? Like, check those wraps or
double wraps or some shit."
I mean, there's always gonna be those, but I can see it being that the weight being an issue.
There's also but people don't like talking about it. There's also a what's the word I'm looking for? A downside of cutting that much weight. You know, it's easy to get hurt. You can hurt your gas tank. So it's not exactly all I get all the advantages and you get nothing.
You know what, Dirk? If you can't put that to use, like, okay, I'm 180. Let's say hypothetically speaking, Boots comes in at 173, and the fight is close, and they give it a Boots. I'm gonna say, yo, listen, bro, you outweighed this dude. You should have been able to, have enough power to like pull the fucking fight out. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't do it because you're just blowing up in weight, and you're not really using that to your advantage.
Right. And look, when I was saying, I think Xander does have the style to trouble Boots. I think Boots will still win the fight.
I agree.
Just like,
I think he's going to give him problems early. I think early, first 6 rounds, don't be surprised if Zayas is up. The next 6 rounds, that's where I start worrying about him. He gets really tired. There's nothing on those punches. And if Boots still got his energy, that's where I see him winning the fight.
Right. Now, I mean, it's like, for whatever reason, Crawford didn't look so hot against Makhmudov, but he looks much better against somebody like Canelo. So when people say styles make fights, that's not just a saying, bro. It's real. And Virgil, of all people, looked way better against Makhmudov. Virgil wouldn't beat Crawford. Stylistically, the way Virgil fights, tailor-made for somebody like Crawford.
Well,
the way Virgil fights, he's tailor-made for somebody like Boots. Any hyper-aggressive fighter gets pieced up by Boots. Look at people on Boots' late resume.
Yeah, exactly. Boots loves those pressure fighters.
Speaking of that, and
the only thing is Boots. We're not the thing we need to see it with Boots, and we all say it over and over, and we all agree on it, is that we need to see him catch and take a hard shot and see him go through some adversity. Unfortunately, I don't think Zayas has that. So that's the dilemma. You know what I mean? We're not going to get those questions answered.
Zayas doesn't need knockout power. He needs respectable power, and I think he has that. You don't have to be he
can be like a Svinocki, right? He can be like that Svinocki type fighter, like not little tit for tat punches, but respectable punches. You know, one that'll like back you up a little bit.
Well, he knocked out Anthony Mundine.
Even if you're not a crazy puncher, you get hit in the right place with a shot you don't see coming, you're gonna get hurt.
Fighters like Zayas don't try to take a page out of a guy like Kawasaki. You know, like that dude didn't have like crazy power. He just overwhelmed you with like movement, you know, side to side, just a bunch of punches, and eventually
Enzo
Kawasaki put it perfectly. He said instead of doing like 4 or 5 movements to produce 1 punch, do 1 movement and produce 7 punches. Yeah. That was the Kawasaki philosophy.
Yeah, and then he'll move out of the way.
If he wants to win this fight, he's gonna have to pull a Devin Haney. A lot of clinching. Yeah, I know you don't like that. A lot of clinching, a lot of movement, and that's his best chance. Because staying in the mid range or the inside, suicide mission.
Clinching. I don't want to hear that word.
Boxing. That's boxing. That's what he's supposed to do. If Davina Hanky could do it,
I don't like watching that shit.
Use his elbows. Use those elbows to the body.
All Xander has to do is touch this guy. All Xander has to do is touch this guy, and that's his strategy, and make him get desperate. Ennis will start pressing, and that's when he's going to run into something. Well, this guy likes to load up. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Frank. You let me know when you're finished.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, all Xander has to do is just touch this guy. Little pitter-patters, jab, stay away, and that guy Duran's going to get desperate. He's going to be in New York. He's going to be the underdog. I mean, as far as the crowd, everything going against him. He had to take a raw deal to get this fight. That's why he was crying about it during that press conference. He was stuttering.
I think sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, but I just think, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go
Bucha, why are you abusing Frank, man? What the hell?
I really think Xander needs to employ the stink the joint now, like these guys do. And he'll win pretty fairly easily. Make this guy get desperate, and he'll start running into shots, because that's what he does. That's what you've seen Andy Cruz do. His dad had no answer. When Murataya was just boxing him, his dad had no answer, but just go in there. Xander can watch that and say, oh, make this guy get desperate.
The only problem with your little analysis is trying to counter a guy who's a better counterpuncher than you and better hand speed that's not going to work for Zayas.
Yeah, I don't know. Gonna win, man, but I'm very good catch and shoot, man. He has a very good catch and shoot.
How are you gonna catch and shoot with the guy running? How are you gonna catch and shoot with the guy running? Xander's gonna be on his bike. Watch the Barasu fight. That guy is very good at being on his bike. He's gonna move like that, maybe even more. He's gonna win.
So you are okay with running and hugging as long as it's your guy doing it. Okay.
Noted. What do you mean, my guy? I'm not a Xander.
Bernard Hopkins versus Trinidad.
That's not how Xander fights.
Xander's
Xander rides a bike. What? Did you even watch the Barasu fight? Did you watch that?
Burrell, by the way, it's Burrell.
Well, Burrell,
Mr. Borelli.
Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, he did. By the way, Burrell was coming on late in that fight. That's the problem with Xander.
What was Xander doing? What was Xander doing?
He was on the back foot.
No, he was on a bike. Back foot, you can stay in the center of the ring. That guy was bouncing all over the ring. Jermall Ennis is not going to be able to handle that.
Yeah,
that's why I don't think off that.
I don't think he'll stop. I don't think he'll stop Zayas. Exactly what you just said, Frank. I don't think he'll stop Zayas. I think he might hurt him, but I don't think he'll stop him.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying Xander just has to just completely just touch him. I mean, not even throw hard shots. He's maybe, mix it up here and there. But if you think Xander's going to get in there and stand in the center of the ring or allow Jermall Ennis to load up, you got another thing coming. This guy is very good on his bike. I mean, I don't know what
he's going to have to set up some traps. Use that mobility to set up them traps.
There are going to be times where you have to fight. You can't just move the whole fight. You gotta.
Yeah, you can. Shakira Twitterson does it and wins all his fights like that.
Time.
That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
But I don't think Xander has that kind of gas tank at 154.
Oh, but no. But you can do. You said you can't do that. I mean, yes, you can.
I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm saying I don't think he can. I don't think he has the gas tank to do it.
Nobody can do it. Okay.
Well, I mean,
if he has a gas tank.
Bullshit, why are you getting emotional, bro? I'm saying that I don't think he has a gas tank.
He can do it.
Yes.
And by the way, you
post that Boots is going to have to be careful for is, and I hate to bring it up, but there is boxing politics. You never know. He can't let this fight be too close. I wouldn't trust it. Being in New York versus a Puerto Rican guy, and there's this push to have your next Puerto Rican star.
Wait, I disagree. Recognize. This time. I think the politics is on Boots' side. Let me tell you why. The money. Yeah. The zone basically try to bully Golden Boy into making the Boots Virgil fight. They didn't take it for whatever reason. We're not gonna get into that. So that they basically offered Xander the same exact deal they offered Virgil.
Who's Xander's promoter?
Promoter.
Yeah, and by the way, Xander's promoter and his trainer didn't really want him to take this fight. Xander was like, no, I want this fight. And on top of that, look, bro, another thing this is his last fight at 154. So he kind of has a built-in excuse if he does lose. He could say, it was tough making weight. I'm 23 years old. I was going for greatness. It is what it is. Deuces, I'm out.
I think this is a great opportunity for Zayas to be. I think this is a great opportunity. I think this is a great opportunity for Zayas to become a superstar. He has 2 belts. He's gonna beat this guy Boots Ennis because everybody's talking about like he's a big deal. He's a big name. Him and Ortiz, right? He's fighting one of those 2 guys. Now he's fighting Boots. He beats him. That's it, man. Then he can get an Ortiz fight. He maybe can get a Fundora fight. He might not even move up in weight. So there is a lot of upside to promoting this fucking guy. Puerto Rican guy. Puerto Ricans are desperate.
What is a Puerto Rican?
One last thing.
What is a Puerto Rican? But look at the Ring Magazine disrespecting him, bro.
We posted
like they're putting them too low on the Ring Magazine like the rankings at 154. Like you're having like who like our boy Virgil and our boy Fundora up there. Like Xander has 2 belts, bro. Virgil has none.
Not only that,
what is he even doing in the top?
I think some people are too young to remember when Puerto Rican says, listen, we posted a few videos related to Xander Zayas, and I see the comments. First of all, a lot of views for those videos and a lot of comments, and it's a lot of them are Puerto Ricans. Like they've woken up, man. They're behind this guy, man. And I think Dirk, somebody posted like the ticket sales that are apparently doing really well. Yeah, I think a lot of them are Boots fans as well, but I think the majority
are Puerto Ricans. Are you saying Boricuas have been activated? Is that what you're saying?
You're gonna see flags. You're gonna see waving flags and shit.
Are you saying
behind this guy?
Philadelphia is a really big city and it's right next to New York. So it's not exactly a long trip for people from Philly.
Yeah, but you're forgetting
No, it's
something.
Puerto Rican.
You're forgetting one. Yeah, exactly. You're forgetting one
Yeah.
thing. A lot of Puerto Ricans over there too.
Yeah, exactly. They're all over the
half
East
of them,
Coast.
half of them Ricans from Philadelphia might be supporting Boots. You never know.
No.
Well, if you're like the
Mexican,
Mexican,
something about Puerto
Yeah,
Ricans,
yeah,
man.
kind of like Mexicans for Crawford. Remember that? We're gonna have Ricans for
Well,
Boots.
you're always gonna have. Listen, you're always gonna have a segment like that, right? There's always a little segment that in each group, right? Black too. There's I know black dudes that are like, you guys are hyping up this other black dude a little too much. I'm going for the other race, just to make you guys feel stupid, like that kind of thing. But the majority of the Puerto Ricans, I know Philadelphia. I've hung out there plenty of times, and those Ricans over there are just like the Ricans from New York, and they're gonna be rooting for Zayas. The majority of them.
Well, I wanted to introduce another point here about that fact, because you guys are talking about the endurance of Zayas and whether he can actually repel Ennis with his attack. So I wanted to show you this because this is actually quite apropos about that subject. So let me show you this. Oh, hold on, what the hell? So hold on a second. That's not it. That's the fucking real quick. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. Okie dokie. So this is what I want to show you. That's not it, obviously. Hold on. So something's happening with my computer here. That's not it. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is from the Naji again, the cigar talk guy, and they're talking with Yoeli Hernandez's trainer, who sparred Jaron Ennis. Yoeli Hernandez sparred Ennis. So they're asking the trainer about a alleged sparring session between Boots and Hernandez, right?
Pretty small at the time, and
Hold on a second.
and from Cuba, he didn't have no size on. He was pretty small at the time, and Boots was killing him low, but he don't. As a Cuban, he wasn't fighting the way you see Yo-Yo fight now. They move a lot, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't really know how to deal with, and that's the first time he went 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but he was getting Boots. He was punching Boots like straight in the face. And this is what worries me a little bit because, like, they was screaming out, good defense. I was like, God damn.
So that clip came out, and a lot of people made a big deal on Twitter about how, oh man, Ennis is a beast. He was, getting the best of Hernandez. But that last part is the one that made me raise my eyebrow because I said, well, wait a minute. Somebody finally posted a compilation, a montage melange of what's his name, Ennis' trainer father, Buzi Ennis, in the Karen rematch, giving him nothing but Teofimo Lopez Sr. tier advice. Come on, man, get him out of there already. Then round 3, get him out of there already. What you doing? Round 9, you got to get him out of there. It's like that's the advice he's giving him. And now Hernandez's trainer is saying that Yoeli Hernandez was tagging him clean, and that Ennis' trainer is like, yeah, great defense, baby. I'm starting to wonder, because I asked the question like a week ago, whether Ennis can actually tighten up his defense. If nobody's pointing out that his defense is leaky, how is he going to be able to tighten it up now?
You know what's going to...
I'm more impressed that he can take a monster like Hernandez and just take his punches and then wear him down. Because Yo-Yo is not nothing to play with. If y'all know who that... I think most people here know who that is.
Yeah, but Hernandez's trainer said that Hernandez wasn't built like that when they were sparring.
Oh, come on. Let me tell you when that sparring match was. It was last year. How much difference do you think a year makes?
Well, look at Zayas. A year ago, he was, or almost 2 years. Yeah.
Can make a year.
Yo-Yo was a beast now, and he was a beast back then.
Dirk, how old is Yo-Yo?
Huh?
How old is
Yo-Yo's like 27. He's Cuban. He might be 35. No.
Those dudes, like those Cuban dudes, they're slim. They like slim motherfuckers. They're like that son. That son keeps a lot of that weight off. So.
No, this nigga's broad. Like, have you seen Yo-Yo? He looks like a Cuban Debo.
Yeah, he's a big dude. I know he's talking well. But look, I don't even go by that. So you know what's gonna wake him up? When he gets clipped and maybe even dropped. That's what's gonna wake him up. That does that for every fighter. It's not just a knock on him. Okay, it's any fighter. When they get clipped hard, and pause, and when they're like, Either they go down or they were on equestrian and like, yo, this nigga almost knocked me out. That's when they wake up. That's the only thing. Like, I'm not gonna criticize.
The saying is, when you get knocked down, that's when you find out who you really are.
But you know what I'm trying to say is that with a guy like Boots, all right, a guy who stops most of his opponents, then it's just a natural thing. Imagine like you going. Doesn't matter the level of competition you're fighting. The fact that you can go in there and you can knock these dudes out in the fight, you know, before it goes to the decision, it's like the ultimate high in boxing. So a lot of these guys, they're not afraid of getting hit. You know what I'm saying? They're not afraid of getting hit. It's when that dude who fucking knocks the senses out of them, and whether they survive or get knocked out or get knocked down and able to survive the fight, that's when they learn. It's just a wake-up call. Like, oh shit, that motherfucker hurt me. Just like I wanted to hurt him, he hurt me that way. So I don't really blame too much of his father. I've heard his father give him advice, and I've always said it's his advice is not fucking extraordinary. It's Boots that's making him look good, I guess.
Yep. There's plenty of examples of that. Average trainer with a exceptional fighter.
Well, I'll say this: I can see Zayas tagging Ennis, and Ennis keeps on coming and wears him down. But then the question becomes, how long can Ennis keep that up for? Because whether the guys he's fighting are big punchers or not, he's still getting his head snapped around. And I can only harken back to Jared Hurd not that long ago, walking through these guys and getting hit clean doing it. But then from one fight to the next, he got old. Like shot reflex.
His defense is not that bad now. Jared Hurd,
but
that's an extreme.
I know it's not that bad, but he's still getting hit very, very clean. Go ahead, Frank.
No, Jerron Ennis, how many fights does he have?
30 something.
35?
Yeah.
30 fights.
35 at 30 years old, and this is the best guy he's gonna face.
That's a good point you say there, Frank. That's why I always felt that if you would have told me this fight coming up, that Boots has coming up in June, was against Virgil, I got Virgil all day, no problem. I hands down, Virgil beats him. Why
Hands
Virgil
down.
beats him? Yeah, Virgil. I'm confident.
Oh boy.
I'm confident that Virgil will not only beat him, will drop him. He's gonna drop him.
Hurt that boy. All right.
Man, Virgil needs to focus on getting in the ring in the next 2 years, boy. He's gonna be old. He's gonna be 30 years old before he sees the ring again.
Oh boy, that's another story.
Seems like Mikey and Andre
The
Ward.
reason why I say that is because I've seen Virgil battle tested. He's gotten hurt. He's gotten dropped. Okay, against a couple opponents. Mean Machine comes to mind, and Boachuk. Okay, Boachuk. These guys dropped. Boachuk dropped him twice, and Mean Machine almost knocked him down. And I seen him react to that. Right, so he's battle tested, and he could punch. He could punch really good. I just think that if you mix that together and you put him against Boots Ennis, who's never been really rocked like that, and he gets rocked by Virgil, he won't know what to do. And Virgil hits a lot harder than Zayas.
Okay, but maybe has it ever come to mind that maybe Boots just has one of those type of chins, like a Triple G or a Canelo? Maybe he just has that type of chin.
He hasn't been in there with that because chin with that high IQ.
But wait,
he's
cutting.
Derek, the thing is that we know he doesn't have it because we see him hurt too. Lipinez, who's a 140 pounder, hurt him. Billa, who's he has power, he's a puncher. But yeah, he took massive bomb from him. So Boots has a chin, right? But it's not like a ST shin. You know what I mean?
I mean, okay,
Boots, but the majority of Diaz's fights were at 135 though.
Boots, it's more. I mean, Boots is good. Don't get it twisted. But Boots, it's more of like a little flashier Yada Hurt.
Okay, yeah, okay, but it's the same thing with Canelo. Canelo gets hurt like short flashes, but he does get hurt. But he still has a great chin. All those examples you just gave with Boots are flashes. He's not wobbling around or drunk. or
dude.
even
After he gets
been
hurt, he actually
Wait.
basically you can see it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference here. Canelo
The
got hurt
advantage
by
that he always
Golovkin.
had, hold on, the advantage that he always had, he was bigger than his opponent, so he actually can like just like bite into his gum shield and go through it. You know, like he did with
no.
Staniones.
If you're a Virgil fan, when he got dropped the second time by Boachuk, that was a shot he didn't see coming. If a guy like
The
that
thing
who's slow as
about
Velasquez,
Virgil is that yeah, but the thing
let
about
me finish,
Virgil
bro.
is like he cleaned the slate with that dude with Bohoshuk. Bohoshuk didn't win one round.
No, that's cap. How do
Nah, man,
you
he didn't
drop
win one
somebody?
round. If you
What are you
go back,
talking?
listen, man, that dude draw with what's his name with Adams, a guy who previously
Yeah,
knocked him
maybe
out.
if you were watching
Okay,
a corrupted version of the fight through the lenses of the corrupted commentators, right?
No,
but
hell no. You
he
can't say Boachuk didn't win a round. That's insane.
he
A
didn't win
lot
a
of
round, dude.
okay. I'm not even gonna get into all that. But the
Listen,
point
man,
is,
that was
Well,
pretty
that sounds like
premonition.
some
It was
copium
really
right there.
premonition.
Because his boy Virgil got exposed, bro. And if
the
he
point
fights
is,
Xander, he gets
first
schooled.
of all, Boachuk is
I'll
not
say
even a
that.
good.
They're
Boachuk is
okay,
like
but
a B
you don't
level
have to get
fighter.
that emotional, dude. You don't have to scream on the microphone.
Boachuk is like a B level fighter, and he hit Virgil with a shot he didn't see coming. If a guy
Bohoshuk is
like
like
that
a
can hit,
C-level fighter.
Yeah, I
oh well,
mean,
there you
dude,
go.
but
The
hey,
thing about
but
Bohoshuk, the thing
uh,
about Bohoshuk is like the same advantage that a lot of these guys have. They're huge for the weight class. That's it. The same as the guy who fought Josh Kelly. He just big for the weight class. He doesn't really have like any special effects.
Everybody has that off night, man. I mean, look at Bud before he fought Canelo. Everybody thought he lost that fight. Everybody has those kind of fights, man. If you point to one fight, be like, oh, look, he did this, he did that. Floyd had a fight versus Castillo that was like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody has that off opponent.
It does. No, you're right. But the thing is, like when you go into you have like what almost 40 fights. And out of those 36 fights, you have 35 fights that you have most of the advantages.
It's like Junto Nakatani. He just had a rough fight where people thought, oh man, maybe we need to pump the brakes, and when they're going to really favor anyway. But I'm like, that might have just been his off night just like everybody else has. He might just come in and knock Inoue out. You never know.
The thing I can see Boots, because here's the thing, I'm not really like solo on Zayas either. Like I'm not saying like Boots is gonna lose or anything like that. Like none of that. Like to me, this can be like as even as far as he can get, because even though like Zayas has fought like better competition, Boots at the end of the day has more fights, and he's actually entered into his prime. His physical prime. He's like what, like 29, 30.
Well, that's
yeah. I mean, I think Boots is gonna win, but because of Zayas's tenacity and he just got guts. Like, you know what? I want this guy right now. Like I'm gonna be rooting for him, but my money's still on Boots. Like, I just hope they both give a good count of themselves, because even if the loser, if they put up a good fight, that's still a good fight for all these guys. It's such a deep division.
Well, I think it was Lion Legal who said that Xander Zayas has a rapacious style. I think that's what he said. So we'll see what happens. But also, the other thing I wanted to mention was that don't forget to hit the like, people. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. This fight is getting more traction than I anticipated. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, somebody mentioned that Zayas has a better dossier than Ennis. That is also another point of contention that people have been debating. Who has the superior dossier?
Yeah, it's kind of even.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ennis has
nobody's
a bunch
really
of
got a
bombs.
stellar standout
Yeah,
one.
he has a bunch of bombs on his early resume. Like the majority of Ennis's fights are just a bunch of bombs, and Ennis has proven to be the most elite can crusher in boxing history, potentially behind Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, but
More than the tank.
In fairness to Boots, who has Zayas beat either? He hasn't really beaten that good, that high level of competition.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
but it's
Abbas
just like
Baru
it's like you don't.
is a
This
guy
is
that
why they
would
make the
whoop
fights, right?
One at a time, fellas. One at a time.
Abbas Baru is a tough opposition, to be honest with you. He's underrated indeed, but tough opposition nonetheless.
And the reason it's such an intriguing fight, people are gravitating toward it because it's like old school boxing, like in the 90s. These guys are young, prime, and going after each other. There's no stalling, there's no waiting, there's no catch weight, there's no like, oh, like no, my body's not ready. They're going right. Yeah, there's no stalling, no bullshit. These guys are both young and in their prime. So that's what people like. That's what we want.
That's a good point.
The thing about
it wasn't that good a point, but yeah.
The thing about Zayas is like we can remember more of his fights than Boots. You know, like
really, you think so?
I think so because the thing is, the last let's mention the last 4 fights, right? He beat the El Flaco, Jorge Perez, who beat Cantwell, which they were supposed to collide in a prospect, win or go home type of matchup between him and Cantwell. He beat Teixeira, which is a former champion, who beat Adames. He beat what's his name last? Barrow, who was like a champion.
Yeah, and it's a good sign. It's a good sign, y'all, because remember, for the last 10, 15 years, we've been getting different sides of the street, wrong promoters, different networks. So now this is kind of showing where, hey, these guys are going to start fighting each other young because they have to, because not only for them and their legacies, but they also have the zone that is trying to put up this $50 no pay-per-views, and they got to make that work. You got to have viewership, and now they have a common enemy. Now they have Zuffa that is a threat. Now they're like, okay, we got to start making these fights.
Another thing to point out is like Baru, the way he won his championship, whoever would have won, it would be like a top 5 for Zayas, because Baru beat another undefeated fighter and hyped up prospect from Cuba.
I think boxing operates really good when there's sort of like a dictator, and it's like, no, you're gonna fight these guys, and the chips fall where they may. That's it. Right. I think it's better for the fans. I know people don't like to hear that dictatorship in certain.
No, that's like Don King. You're right. Don King was like that. He was an evil dude. He fucked over fighters, right? He fucked fighters. But guess what? We had Chavez and Tyson on the same cards, right? They had like 4 championship cards. People fought everybody.
Did you think boxing fans gave a fuck when their favorite fighters lost? I mean, it was probably like, damn, man, my boy lost. But we were getting good fights.
And here's another thing. Here's another thing. Speaking of dictatorships, how do we know that Matchroom didn't tell Top Rank, hey, if you want a new deal and a new service,
dude. Stop. Where do you come up with this stupid conspiracy shit? That didn't happen.
You didn't meet the zone.
He said he wasn't forced to do anything. It sounds stupid.
Dark, I think you meant the
zone.
Want a new
deal? Want a new deal? You got to sign. You gotta give us.
I'm having a hard time hearing here.
Frank, hold on, Frank.
Let Dirk finish, and then you guys can chip in.
This motherfucker like a
he's saying stupid shit. No, he's trying to say, Xander was forced.
Okay, but let him finish, man. Let him finish. Okay.
Fuck up. Look, if you want us to sign, if you want to get a new TV deal, you got to give us Xander Zayas against Boots. And Top Rank was like, we don't want to do that, but fuck it.
You just finished saying let him talk, and now you're Southpaw.
Yeah, my bad.
That's crazy, bro. Like
I was agreeing with him though. I was agreeing with.
It didn't sound like it. Sounded like you wanted to start a fight.
This was the plan B. It's like
the
plan B.
And I'm not saying that. And by the way, I'm not saying that that's what happened, but we can't say that it's not out of the order.
It didn't happen. Like you're stupid.
How do you know? How do you know?
Dude, it didn't happen. Nobody said anything that happened. It would have came out.
Why would they know?
And Xander said it himself. He wasn't forced into anything.
Why would Xander even admit something like that, motherfucker?
No, but even Eddie said that he was shocked that the fight got made. Eddie was like, "Wow, I didn't think it would happen." He's like, "Props to them. They got confidence."
I mean, the thing is also, let's remember that, like, the thing about
Eddie Hearn saying that, he's like, why you guys listen to this stupid motherfucker? He's the same guy that said Devin Haney's unbeatable, and you saw what I did to him.
I mean, Devin Haney and Boots. I don't know.
What was the you asked about the resumes?
I think you understand his point, Dirk. His point is, why would anybody take this guy's shit when he promotes his fighters? He promotes them as they're the best ever. He did that with AJ. How many times AJ got crushed? Okay. Still a great fighter.
She throws a lot of shade for a dude that lost to Roller. He should go up to 154 and show us how overrated Boots is, bro. He keeps saying it. Show us how overrated he is. Go to 54.
That's his opinion. That's his opinion. He thinks that he's overrated. He's entitled to it.
He's entitled to it.
Dirk, you know why he said that, right?
He said that like a million times.
Well,
I
one
don't
of
know.
them's a champion right now. The
Here's
other
the
one
thing, though.
isn't.
Here's the thing. Ryan Garcia, he's like schizophrenic. Don't get it twisted. But the thing about Ryan Garcia is that he knows all of these guys from the amateurs, and he beat all of them.
Yeah.
Remember, Ryan Garcia was the man in the amateurs.
Well, I try to tell people.
He didn't fight Boots in the amateurs.
Hell yeah.
A YouTube boxer or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
listen, you see that. Here's the thing, Derek. You see, how much shit Shakur Stevenson likes to talk, right? What do you think he's always being so respectful towards Ryan Garcia?
Because that one hit a
He talks
quitter.
about everyone. He said he could be everyone. Hold on.
In the amateurs, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, but no, I think it's game recognized game because both guys are shown that they'll fight anybody. There's no excuses with both guys. So maybe they're like they got respect because Shakur, I don't like him. I think he's boring, but he will fight anybody.
I'm telling you because
I don't know because he dug Raymond Morataya.
You know why he's nice. You know why he's nice to Ryan Garcia? Because Ryan Garcia is an easy lick, and that's a big payday. That's why.
Nah, dude.
I think
Shakur Stevenson. Listen, Shakur Stevenson about paydays. He don't care about the paydays because right now he's getting paid a lot more than a lot of these guys.
I think he wants to fight Ryan Garcia at the right weight with a right rehydration clause. He will not be interested in a Ryan Garcia at 147 and let's say close to 165. No. He will not do that. I guarantee you he won't do that.
All right. Now, listen, I wanted to... Yeah, we're talking a lot about the weight here, but I did want to say that Frank asked something that we're going to circle back to about the dossier. Is that what you were getting at?
Yeah, well, yeah, because, look, okay, Xander's resume is not spectacular. We know Jerron Ennis isn't proving anything. But here's the thing. Xander, it's the mentality. Xander stepped up because, okay, it's not they weren't great opponents to get the belts, but he took those fights. Jerron Ennis could have had those fights, but he wanted 2 tune-ups. That shows you his level of bitch-assness.
Whoa.
He could have got those fights because he's claiming now, oh, Xander had to take this because I'm the cash cow. Well, if you're the cash cow, when you wanted to go 154, you don't think those guys would have took you? You could have got those belts easy. You could have went and got Murtaliev. You didn't. So, yeah, Xander's resume, but in that division, he stepped up and took those guys on because he could have still played it safe and Top Rank could have protected him. But he pushed and got those belts. And Jerron Ennis could have went and did that. Instead, he fought Lima. He turned down Virgil to go fight Lima. And he could, and he didn't take those fights that Xander did. So Frank, the guy just has showed a bunch of bitch assness. So is Xander's resume great? But Xander did what Jerron Ennis was unwilling to do because he wanted Lima.
Even though I doubt it.
Frank, well, just one more thing though. He asked for 3 tune-ups, right? And then he denied it. But here's the thing though. Alashik said, I don't gonna pay for any of your tune-ups. Then he went for Lima, and then he was looking for other fights. So he was forced to take this fight with Zayas. He didn't want this fight.
Look, the one thing I will say that I was kind of disappointed in Boots, because I feel confident that Boots would have knocked this motherfucker out, was when they were talking about the Devin Haney fight, and he switched it to 152. I'm like, come on, bro. You could fucking drop that 5 more pounds. You've been doing it. Just like do it. But I feel confident that he would have beat him and probably stopped him, because, him and Ryan Garcia kind of have the same mentality. It's like these sniper ass punches, right? And he can't block them. Devin Haney can't block him. But from the way I understand it, according to Devin Haney, he moved the goalposts. He said, at first it was a fight at 147, then he said, I'll fight you at 152.
That's when he was already moving up to 154. It's the same reason why he didn't fight Tio. He couldn't make 147.
What I'm saying, I'm looking at it from my point of view. I think at 147, he still would have beat him. But for whatever reason, he didn't take that chance. He didn't do it.
But recognize that's the thing. Wait. I'm gonna recognize that said Frank, and then I'm gonna just respond, and you can go after me, okay? why does this guy have all these excuses? It's like we have to. This guy, dickhead Dirk, has to make all these excuses for this guy. I've never seen one guy have so many excuses. How do you have to keep saying, "Well, this is what happened with that. This is what happened with that. Norman fell through. Virgil fell through.
Bitch.
He needed 2 tune-ups. Like, why do you have all these excuses for this guy? And he's got 35 fights.
Norman, you can't be serious about Norman. Norman did the right thing. They turned down the Boots fight to eventually fight Devin Haney for much more pay. And not to mention, you're getting dropped by Devin Haney of all people. What will Boots do to you?
No. I'm saying one guy has all these excuses. Crawford said that he turned down a fight with Crawford.
So you think that he avoided Brian Norman? He avoided Brian Norman, Devin Haney. He avoided all these people. Is that what you're saying?
Follow the logic here. Follow the logic. Yeah. Why does this guy have all these issues? How is it that all these things fall through?
Yeah, always.
For whatever reason, when people go to negotiate, except for Xander, who's not a bitch.
Oh, now the people. Now everyone has the same problem, right?
One at a time, please.
Everybody get to the same point, right?
It takes 2 people to tango, my guy.
Somebody tell Lefty to stop.
Everybody gets scared when they're about to sign the contract.
Hold on. Real quick. We need to. Okay, first of all, let's see from the Sobers. You haven't gone yet. What did you say? You haven't talked in a while.
I'm saying someone tell this fool Southpaw Lefty to get on mute, bro, because he's talking to somebody else while everyone else is having the conversation.
My bad.
All right.
I thought it was on mute.
All right, now listen.
He's outside the club right now. Go ahead.
Is he at the club right now?
Outside the club.
No, I went out last night. I'm taking it easy tonight.
Hey, by the way, we're gonna have to wrap. We're gonna have to.
Can I say this real quick, CDA?
Absolutely, yes.
Can I say this real quick?
Yes.
By the way, I think if Boots would have said, "Okay, I'll fight you at 147, Devin Haney," I think Devin Haney would have said, "Nah, I was just,
I was just kidding."
Yeah, that's
no,
what
if I want to fight you, I want to fight you at my absolute best condition. I'm barely making the weight.
That's what I always say.
So fuck it.
Yeah, I always tell people, look, you want to try to beat me, you got to fight me at your best, man. Otherwise, it's a mismatch, complete and total mismatch. So that's a way more. And by the way, Devin Haney, I just played that clip of Zayas saying he moves up, goes into the ring 180 pounds. Devin Haney said, I don't care what you rehydrate up to. So at least he's being consistent, right? Because he's one of the kings of rehydrating over 20 pounds. Now, we've got a couple of other things to get to here because, again, Zuffa, I wanted to play this clip here. Somebody just posted this on Discord, and I see we got other people jumping in here. We got Fu and all those other people. So let me just play this real quick, and obviously this isn't it. Hold on.
Motherfucker.
Ah, fuck, that's not it.
Open the door.
Hold on.
This isn't my neighborhood. Open the fucking door.
That's not it. Hold on. Where is the fucking link?
No.
Oh, by the way, while
fucking end you.
All right. While I look for the what I wanted to play tomorrow, 4 a.m. It starts at 4 a.m. on the Zone. By the way, on the Zone, Juan Francisco Gallito Estrada is taking on Tenshin Nasukawa. It's I thought it was for a belt of some kind, but anyway, it says 12-rounder bantamweight division. Tomoya Tsuboi, who is coming off a win over Carlos Cuadras, is taking on Pedro Guevara, who managed to give Bam a couple of good rounds before he got stopped, but it should be a good one. So it's a free fight on the Zone. If you're willing to get up tomorrow, if you got nothing to do at 6 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, get up for that one. All right, this is one I want.
Let me get a shameless plug in here, BDA.
Sure.
We're going to be live streaming that shit.
Well, I'm working.
If you're drunk as fuck, real coked out, smoked out, you don't know where to watch the fight, just swing on by the taqueria. We'll be open late. You know what I'm saying? Or early, depending where you at.
I'll be working at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I might jump on Sober Stream.
All right, fantastic. Hey, that's great to hear, man. So go check it out. La Taqueria is going to be open. It's open 24/7. Breakfast, brunch, dinner, whatever, man. It's always there. All right, here we go. This is what I want to play. That's not it. Fuck. Hold on. All right, that's not it. Hold on. Fuck. Okay, here it is. This is they did the Burlanga and Hitchins press conference, and apparently I haven't seen this yet, but somebody posted it on Twitter. Let's see what it says. Something. It's about Max Kellerman apparently.
Well, Richard, let me start with Edgar. Edgar started his career with 16 straight knockouts that captured the public's imagination, period. Because lots of guys have been matched easy to start their careers. In fact, almost every professional boxer ever is built that way. almost all of them in the beginning. Well, how come no one else has scored 16?
All right, I can't stand this clip already. I don't.
16 straight to start their careers, right?
Try to match.
I mean, I can name you fighters. I won't, but I can if you ask.
Okay, so he's talking about, oh, hey, Burlanga, what he did, on that winning streak. Remember that he had that KO streak, one round KO streak early on in his career, and then he goes, I can name you guys. Right, exactly. He doesn't know what he's talking.
Name you fighters. I won't, but I can if you ask.
There you go.
Who had I'm saying who went to 50-0, 53-0, right? And you know why they got to that, right? But who has scored 16 straight in the first round? Watching it on ESPN, I was part of those broadcasts from the studio sometimes. It's comical, actually, like how's he's going to get another.
It is comical, that's true.
Guy out in the first round. So that captured the public's imagination. Then, of course, he gets matched tougher. Well, as you get matched tougher, the knockouts will slow down. This goes for everyone ever, just about, right? But in Edgar's case...
Guys, you jump in. You jump in when you want to, because already I can't handle it.
He's blazing. Real quick. I jump in real quick.
Sure.
They're trying to sell Burlanga to Zuffa, right? Whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
As he started his career at 16-0, 16 knockouts, where they were all in the first round, and he went 12 rounds with Canelo. Look, there's quite a few people that went 12 rounds with Canelo, bro. That's not like a fucking amazing feat, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Canelo. What you should say is he went in, he fought a legendary fighter in Canelo, but they're trying to sell him.
God bless.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. They're trying to sell him as this, as this product. We don't want you to look at his last fight. Don't look at that last fight, please.
Exactly. There's some subterfuge going on here, and I gotta tell you, I don't like it, man. I don't.
That's a good point. You're mentioning everything but that last fight.
Right. They're gonna mention everything except that he got crushed in 3 rounds against Shiraz.
And then the infection, the way he has to put in on that tone, Kellerman. Like, you guys don't understand. 16 straight 1 round knockouts. Like, all right, take it easy, man. Against whom?
He really was the victim of his own success. He had almost no by his 17th fight, he had virtually no professional experience, right?
Okay. So now he's placing the blame on Burlanga. Was that good? He was so good that it ended up being a detriment to him.
Everyone ever, just about, right? But in Edgar's case, he really was the victim of his own success. He had almost no by his 17th fight, he had virtually no professional experience, right? How many rounds had he actually fought? So now he's being put in tougher. He has to figure it out on the fly, and it doesn't look the same. And then eventually gets the shot at Canelo Alvarez and goes the distance with Canelo.
Hey, recognize what you said. Just exactly what Recognize said. He ends up bringing it up.
You see that? I can see this coming from a mile away.
Oh, man. Oh, he went 12 rounds with Canelo.
Boxing media, the only one of the only places where we see a highlight reel of participation trophies.
I mean, I think I've mentioned that too before, that he went 12 rounds with Canelo. He wasn't that bad, because a lot of people were saying that Canelo was gonna stop him. But to bring that up in a press conference as if that's the selling point, hey guys, come and watch this fight because he went 12 rounds with Canelo. That's where he's going too far with it.
That's very hard to do, especially for aggressive fighters, because people think of Canelo later in his career as a seek and destroy guy. Canelo is one of the great counterpunchers of all time. So if you have an aggressive style, that can really bite you against Canelo. Edgar went the distance with him. And that shows something that you can't show from the first round knockouts. It shows a level of character. So that's Edgar Burlanga. And I think now the question is...
What about the character of complaining about everybody and anybody? Like, it's their fault. What about him saying that Shiraz had the hand wraps on? And I mean, this dude is...
That's he tried to bite somebody in the ring. Remember, he tried to bite that dude.
Oh yeah, Angulo, like vampire.
Yeah, he just came apart mentally.
Hey man, if this boxing shit don't work out, he's always got the rap career to fall on.
He has a Spanish song, man.
Those days are long. What, you talk about Kellerman or Burlanga?
Burlanga.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kellerman.
We can't blame Burlanga too
was
much.
a rapper, right?
Yeah,
we can't blame Burlanga too much because it was Canelo's the one who gave him that fucking shine. It's like, dude, why you fight Burlanga? Nobody wanted that fight. Canelo was cherry picking because he's fucking shot. And look what you do. You created a monster. You created a guy that's in our face. We got to talk about him because you gave him that shot.
I was waiting for Southpaw to somehow blame Canelo for all of this. I mean, I think Canelo.
I mean, is he lying?
Yeah. Listen. Canelo didn't force Zuffa to get this guy.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
He gave him that platform.
I mean,
you know?
Zuffa is responsible for this. And by the way, the Hitchins signing is another one that I don't understand.
Well, I mean,
because I'll tell you why Hitchins did that. Because he's an idiot and he burned his bridges with the song.
Yeah, that could be.
I think Hitchins is more valuable than Shakur. Shakur's one fight away from being laid out. Any one of those fights, that guy's gonna be out.
No doubt.
Who comes in throwing punches, man?
Nobody.
Fu comes in right out of the gate with Fu, man.
Not as valuable as you think.
I don't like Shakur, but nobody's beating that guy, dude. Nobody's beating him. We're stuck with Shakur. Unfortunately, we're stuck with Shakur because nobody's gonna beat him. Nobody's
Are
gonna
they
beat
just
that guy.
gonna fight Zuffa fighters? Is that what they got signed for? To just fight Zuffa guys? Or are they gonna be fighting other fighters?
That's a good
I
question.
think they're gonna crack. I think they're gonna crack.
Be fighting.
He's trying to fight Morataya next. That's a good fight.
The end.
Telkain's weak.
Telkain, we can barely hear you, man.
But hold on, Recognize wants to say something. Let Recognize go. Let Recognize go.
Recognize.
He's fighting Morataya next?
Yeah, he's trying to fight Morataya.
At 145. At 145
Is he trying
pounds.
for real? Is he trying for real or not? Because how do we know he's trying?
That's what they're saying.
And the winner fight Shakur.
Just trust me, bro.
All right, let's keep watching this Kellerman thing because I'm curious to see how long he can go for. He's like
Kellerman's midlife.
Yeah, but Max Kellerman's a bomb, though.
What'd you say, Frank?
I mean, Max Kellerman is just some Jew boy, right?
Hold on, Frank, hold on. Let Telkains go because you're not gonna.
Sounds weird, and the only reason why people care about him is because his brother got killed by a boxer. And
that's not the only reason.
You know, I don't really care about Max Kellerman. His narratives are stupid. He only speaks in behalf of people who are stupid, and in the story for him.
That type of language, though. All right.
He's good at what he does, but he did just get weird on us.
I mean, he's being weird. Okay, can I just say before Frank goes, he's been weird for the past. He's been weird for the past 25 years when he was calling Zab Judah Pernell Whitaker with power. Frank, go ahead, man.
Oh no, I just explained this Max's midlife crisis phase. I'd watch my drink around this guy. Doesn't he look like he's gonna go out with drive a red Corvette? You know, with the two blonde bimbos.
I mean,
in his South Beach face.
Hopefully he's not like the husband of that politician or whatever. That he wants to be the bimbo with the big tits and the talking with sex workers online. I mean, that is something else, man. Let me tell you. All right, let's see what Kellerman keeps saying here.
Seek and destroy guys still in there who can get everybody out of there, and that's going to be interesting to watch. Richardson Hitchins was the kind of prospect that early in their careers. It's hard to tell who's going to rise to what level. A lot of guys are fast. A lot of guys have good amateur backgrounds. A lot of guys have a good jab and look like they can do different things and have a certain level of athletic ability. You need to see them as they get matched tougher to see who actually rises, who has the subtle skill, who has the bag that's deep enough.
Why does he goes on these diatribes like he's giving a lecture or something? To a bunch of students.
Yeah, he sounds like he's speaking in behalf of the Boxing Writers Association of America.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm speaking on behalf of the boxing fans. Let me educate you. Let me school you on why Richard. Even Richard Hitchins is looking down like, all right, I'm getting uncomfortable being near this guy.
Because the fact that you have to try and sell the guy, like it's like trying to sell Mike Tyson. Imagine this guy. You just know he's Mike Tyson. I know it's a crazy example, but. Why is he trying? He's trying too hard, basically, to sell us this guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they're paying him for.
He's the horrible version of a tryhard.
Did you just say you said horrible, but you put the emphasis on whore, and I think that's apropos here. I think there is some whorish behavior going on.
There's a double meaning there. I agree with you, Booch.
It's BDA. What are you talking about?
Everybody's calling BDA
or BDA. I'm sorry.
It's too late for that. It's too late. No, excuse me. Excuse me. It's too late.
Mine's always lit up. I don't know why, man. I was gonna say
Pucho.
About Hitchins. What is he saying about Hitchins? I mean, you can all I could say about the guy is he's a belt, a title holder.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, man, he's a solid body puncher, man. Like look what he did to George Kambosos, man.
Yeah,
like that was some good work.
Well, Kambosos allowed him to look like Mike Tyson.
He has more potential to be a star than Shakur.
All right, but let's let's play this, and then I got a question.
Shakur couldn't knock out a bag of pillows. Bag of pillows, bro.
Let's play this, and then we got to raise a point to Fu, a point that Butcher brought up earlier. But let's finish watching. It's a couple of more seconds.
That when the opponents make adjustments, they readjust. And what he's done in his last several outings is show that he is not just a good fighter.
Look at Richards and Hitchins leaning away from Kellerman. Did you see that?
Show that he is not just a good fighter.
See, he starts leaning away a little bit, like his knee. He pulled the knee back.
He's an elite fighter. And now the question is,
he senses that creep energy off of Kellerman.
Exactly, and there's flies in the fucking. I don't know. Did you guys see? There's like the flies flying around. Where were they in Florida or something? How come there's flies already? I thought they were in New York. Anyway, the point is,
weird.
The Bucho brought up a good point earlier. Why is Zuffa signing Hitchins and Burlanga, who's not even that good? What's going on with Zuffa?
Potential. There's potential there.
Potential for what?
Help for them to be even more popular, like
more popular.
Yeah, I mean Burlanga is a guy. That guy's
Burlanga, yes,
he's not finished. Hitchins? And Hitchins is I'm telling you, he has a lot more potential than Shakur, way more. Because this Shakur guy, he's got that Floyd shit going on. No one likes to watch him fight. He's just got this. So he's invincible. Who's gonna beat him? But then when he takes that one L, you see you later, Shakur. No one wants to watch you anymore. You lost. No one cares.
The thing about that
no one's gonna beat him, invest to the body more, right?
That's what they say. No one's gonna beat him. But he has a body.
I think the thing is, Fu, is the Hitching is way more boring than Shakur, man. That's a lot to say.
I think Shakur is way more boring than Hitchins.
Nah, I don't know if anybody.
Shakur is a runner, man. He should be a long distance runner, bro.
This guy
like
put
1,500
away. Like who does Shakur put away?
Okay. Could Shakur have done what Hitchins did to Kambosos? Could Shakur have done that?
Maybe.
I don't think you could.
Maybe, but at least we know.
If he could have knocked out an electrician, I don't think he could have knocked out Kambosos.
I think Kambosos would outwork him. Maybe not beat him, but he would have been the only one throwing punches in there. Really, this guy's a fucking.
No, Shiraz. It was
it took him 9 rounds. It took him 9 rounds to knock out an electrician with a week of preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
When he fought that electrician, Shakur, didn't he stand like in the middle of the ring, like pretty much the whole fight?
Yeah, they were almost there the whole fight. He barely touched the guy. Then he hit him with a couple of low blows and I guess a body shot in the groin.
It goes to show you that
Shakur, like a groin shot to end the
fight. It's just that he does it in.
You know what they say when you're fighting Shakur Stevenson? Prepare for the nutcracker.
That's exactly what they say. Yeah, you're right.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I don't see what's so impressive about him. I think Hitchins has more potential to be an actual star. He can get stoppages. He could step it up a little and start getting some knockouts. This guy over here, I'm telling you, Shakur, one loss, he's done. No one's gonna care to sign for any more fights.
Before Kambosos, Hitchins didn't
Let's see Shakur versus Pitbull, man. Let's see Shakur versus Pitbull.
I'll never take that.
What do you think about a Hitchison and Keyshawn fight?
Well, they were talking about it.
I'd pick Hitchins. I think I'd pick Hitchins to beat him.
Really? I think I would go Keyshawn, but I would like to see that fight. I would really like to.
They were talking about it.
I'm worried about the Raymond Ford fight. It's in Texas, so I might go to it. But I'm like, I don't know, man. Will it be a stinker or what?
Well, I mean,
isn't Ford's all?
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out for Ray Ford, man, because Kakashi
is just barging into them.
Had that back injury, right?
Telcast,
but, hopefully Ray Ford can get back in the position.
Telcast, are you in fight mode today or something? Because you're pretty amped up, man.
In fight mode. He's always in fight mode.
Oh, I'm always in fight mode, bro. I'm always there on that level. You know me, BDA.
I do know you, and that's a little scary, man. It's a little scary.
It's that Tennessee air that's got him like in fight mode all the
That's
time.
right. Tennessee Williams.
Listen, BDA, he's always has his hands
It's
wrapped.
that
Right?
Marshall gene inside of me, bro. It's that Marshall gene.
Doesn't go to sleep. Yeah, he doesn't go to sleep. I get
Cocaine
that.
in your blood, man. That cocaine in your blood.
Well, I must say,
No cocaine, bro. I'm naturally this way, actually. That should be a scary thing for all you.
all you cabroncitos, right? Is that what you call them, the cabroncitos? Telkins.
You don't sniff that powder, right? You just make tea.
Now,
with
all
these
all these low tier trolls are. Siéntate, cabroncitos.
No te muevas, cabroncito. Yeah.
He sounded Mexican. He sounded Mexican when he said that shit.
I know.
He can sing the national anthem too, the Mexican national anthem and everything. He's just he's
15%
se gritó la guerra.
There you go.
Al ser prestar y el predón.
He's 15% Mexican.
Entró la tierra. Al sonoro rugir del cañón.
He's hitting the notes. How's he hitting the notes?
No.
He's not even trying. He's hitting the notes. That's talent right there. I'm telling you.
It's because a lot of like mucho construction, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of hard work with my fellow Mexicano brothers.
There you go. Unity.
And, you know, long live Mexico.
Unity, man. We're gonna get to Aztlan together. All right, listen. We got a fight. We got the fights tomorrow on the Zone. So if you get the Zone, I don't know if. Listen, at least here in Canada, they're airing it on the Zone. So hopefully it's the same thing in the United States or wherever you are. But Juan Francisco El Gallito Estrada taking on Tenshin Nasukawa and Tomoya Tsuboi taking on Pedro Guevara. And Frank, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything about me being a boxing hipster or whatever. It's boxing. What do you want from me? It's on the Zone. What, you think I'm just gonna not pay attention to it? Now, I will say that we got those fights. We got to go. We've been here for close to 3 hours. But I give a shout out to everybody who showed up. All of you guys on the panel.
Hell, I just got here.
Yeah, and why is that, by the way? Why do you only get here to 9:30, 10 p.m.? What's going on, Fu?
The hell?
You're too
getting off in time for the main event for Pro Box.
Oh, there you go. We got to go watch some Pro Box. So Fu.
Exactly, bro. Tune in to Pro Box.
Hey, by the way, Food TV is being just a couple of plugs. Sobers says he's gonna go live tomorrow for the fights at 6 a.m. or maybe even earlier. That's 6 a.m. Eastern time, by the way. Eastern time, yeah. So if you're on the California time, it's gonna be 3 hours beforehand. If you're on the what do they call it over there in England? Continental? I don't know what they call it. They're 5 hours ahead of us here on the East Coast. So make sure to check the internet accordingly to find out at which time the fights are gonna start. So Sober's gonna be going live. Food TV, go check out the Real Food TV. He's been streaming lately, and I've been watching it. He's been doom scrolling. Some interesting videos as always with the Real Food TV. Some I didn't even know that It's Ma'am. You remember that dude, the guy who was dressed like a woman? It's Ma'am.
Yeah.
He's a rapper apparently.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that until he started playing the clips.
After or before the whole thing happened?
Always, I think.
Yeah.
Always.
He's doing some some kind of protest music,
Yeah,
It's
he's
all about
like
inclusion.
He's acting hard, man. He's acting hard for a guy who dresses up like a woman. He's like, yeah, come see us,
He looks
motherfucker.
like Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, a little bit, yes. A little bit like Michael Rappaport. And by the way, recognize, I don't know if you've seen how we talked about the Second Renaissance a couple of weeks ago no, more than that, when we last went on the air. And check out how Michael Rappaport eats. He grabs the plate, sticks his mouth onto the edge of the plate, and then just starts, with a fork, wolfing down the food. Just like it's a conveyor belt, just putting in food to his. He looks like a bird eating. I think that's the way Food TV describe him, and it's true, man. It's disgusting.
He's eating baby flesh, right?
Jeez. I mean, I didn't say that, recognize, but I mean, yeah. I mean, what I got a censor here, and so yeah, check out the Real Food TV. Go check out Frank Bay's channel, Boxing with Frank Bay. Go check it out. He did go live couple of days ago. His thumbnails make me laugh too, by the way. He puts Joshua and Deontay Wilder both knocked out on the canvas, and he goes, "Who cares?" That's the title of the thumbnail. Like, who cares? Who wants to watch these fucking bumps? That's what he's saying. So go check that out. As for us over here at BDA, we do have to go. Don't forget to check out the Pro Box main event, which is about to start. And that's about it. Thanks to all of you guys for joining us. Everybody in the chat as well. Dark Hado, Pugiliza. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Before we go, shout out to Pugiliza for his contribution with the super chat. I almost forgot. He says, Zayas has to be careful in the first 2 rounds. Boots is very dangerous early. Boots wins via pressing the action, but it will be competitive. Yeah, that's what Recognize said too. That Zayas is probably going to catch the early rounds, but Boots So if he can handle the power, and and if Zayas doesn't employ too many of the dark arts, that's also going to be referee dependent. It's going to depend on the referee. So shout out to Pugilizan for his contribution to the super chat. Shout out to Pugilizan, like I said, Rapa Striking Company 10-4, one of the initiated. Team Batman Boxing, shout out to him. Epadokua, Chitlin Distributor, Abel, SJW, K Brizen. Somebody wants to say something? Yes, go ahead. Somebody wanted to say something. Anyway, we got to go. Shout out to you, fellas. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being on here. Everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. We got to go. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a good night. And we might see you tomorrow for the Estrada fight. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Woo-hoo.
God bless.
Amazing.
The Estrada fight.
I just said it 50 times. Estrada's